soda or something for a chaser.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Hey everyone, welcome to Cultural Talks, episode 13. You know, we're going to be popping a lot of shit. We got a special guest today, a.k.a. Rico Suave over there. Oh, you got to move down.
Move down some.
Or if you want, put the chair behind, Kelvin.
Right here.
Like right behind Gabi. But we're going to start this episode off with... Yeah, we're going to take a celebratory shot for my...
You could probably move the camera over to the side.
Old man. I mean, you could.
Just a little bit.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that speaker's in the
We're all like...
No. Just sit in the back, Kelvin. He's not taking a shot, so he's all right now. All right, old head, you like 50. Shout out to you.
Happy birthday,
Shout out, Bob.
Happy
Mr. the Gooch.
Let's go.
Ooh, that'll put hair on your nipples for sure. All right, as you know, Lamont, a.k.a. God's Dirty Hands. To my right, you got...
Vanessa Phillips. You can find me on Facebook, Vanessa Phillips.
Josh Mack. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, McMac31.
What up? It's your boy Gabi, GTG420 on Facebook Gaming. Let's go.
And Yami. That's
And Kelvin.
Hey,
You can find me
Kelvin.
at Can Trilogy on Facebook Gaming.
Let's go.
Okay, so we're gonna dive into a few topics, but like always, we're gonna I'm gonna let these guys start off with their own little segment as usual. We're gonna be adding a segment. It's gonna be called on that day, where basically what we'll do is we'll just give you some history on important shit that happened on this date years ago in the past and shit like that. But any one of y'all can start with y'all topic.
I'll start first. So, there's a little bit of a local news that I found this morning. I read it on the morning call. So I'm going to read it to you guys. It made me a little bit excited. The former Irving pool in East Allentown will be replaced by an activity fit with a beachfront entrance, wadding area, lap lanes, whirlpool features, and bathhouse. City officials announced on Friday construction will begin later this year. Guys, this is amazing.
I think it'll be fun.
Where's this at?
Irving pool.
Near Deer.
Right back there.
They're going to put all that in that field or just where the pool used to be?
Where the pool used to be.
They're going to add all this shit.
And it's going to be like a fitness.
All I'm gonna say is it won't last long for somebody fucks it up. Someone will do. There's gonna be a fight there first week, guaranteed.
That used to be the spot though.
Yeah, it was,
When I in
but
school.
Irving?
yeah, but
That, like, right in front of the
Andre
pool house.
Reed Park, bum ass nigga.
Oh my
Right in
God.
front of the pool house. Bro.
Yeah. Yeah, the pool house used to be lit.
I never really hung out. I mean, I went to the pool a couple times, but and this is no cap. I've only been to that pool 3 times, and every time I've been there, somebody's taking a shit in it. So like, I can't believe anything else other than
Nigga,
what's
you
gonna
talking about
happen.
fountain, nigga?
That pool, the pool that used to be right there, bro. Right there where they're
Near
gonna build this
Dura?
spot. Yeah, bro.
I've never
No
heard of no
fucking
one
way.
sitting
I
there.
know, right?
I heard that I went.
Every time?
Every time. I've only went.
This nigga Josh was the nigga shitting there every time he there.
I don't
Come on,
know.
cuz. My man was like,
Bro, like the 2-3 times, I'm like, no. See, I'm
Nah,
leaving.
it used to get really packed because it was
Oh,
free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I used to play ball there a lot and see the pool get packed, but my experiences
Yeah.
with the pool alone was
that nigga was shitting in the pool, cuz that's
But I
it.
feel like
That
it's,
shit is crazy.
I feel like
Literally.
it's exciting news, but
It
I just
is.
always feel like Allen always gets overlooked at. But we're not even gonna talk about that. But it's alright.
Wow.
It's good for the
Is
community.
she Allen,
It
baby?
is
But that's
good for the
alright.
community, so, yeah.
I feel like until somebody like messes it up though, like coming out of school fighting and
Well, hopefully not.
Hopefully
Yeah,
that's not the
hopefully not,
case.
but-
Hopefully that's not the case.
All right, real quick. Destiny said the shirts. Love them. I need one. Pop said thanks, everyone. Leilani A. Love the shirts. Kevin, didn't you fight by the park, Lamont? My nigga, you are 6'9" reincarnated. Shut the fuck up. Oh, my God. You got anything
Yes,
else?
I do. So I want to talk about this Virginia mom that she went to a school board meeting about the mask mandate. She threatened them, and she said that she was gonna shoot up the school
Oh.
That's not what she said.
at the board meeting.
She said she's gonna come locked and loaded to the school with all her
Yes.
guns.
over the mask mandate.
Over the mask.
Yes. So in return, the school they fined her. So she has to pay $5,000 for making a threat while on school property.
That's bullshit. Let me do that. Nigga, I'm getting my ass beat. Guaranteed they fucking me up.
Was she?
She's white.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
white. Karen, Susan, all that.
Yeah.
He said, "Was she white?"
Yeah.
What's good, Larry?
Yo, listen, like, touch on that subject, like, all these mass shootings that we had in, like, fucking
You
United
can't say
States.
that. Not on a
Yeah.
school board
Nope.
meeting.
No,
cannot.
listen, and what I'm
Period,
saying
I
is
feel
they
like.
all come from, 95% of them come from Caucasians.
Mhm.
If this Caucasian woman is sitting there telling you, I'm going to come back with all my guns and shoot this place up, that right there should be the only red flag you need to put this bitch away for good, because she going to come back and shoot this fucking school up. Man, for real.
True story. 4 years ago, I went through an experience with my mother, my sister, and my sister's dad.
Oh my
Yo,
God.
threatened my sister's dad and my sister on some sibling shit. I never got along with my sister's dad, whatever. Because she told the school resource officer, and I was like 2-3 blocks away from the school ready to meet up with my mom for whatever. They were ready to roof my ass. Ready to roof my ass, bro. Ready to roof my ass.
Nah.
Like, so the fine that she got.
But you dark skinned though.
No. It gets better.
Wait, yeah.
My last name's McClammy. Bro, I could show you paperwork. From my preliminary when I got booked and everything. So when they let me on probation, unsecured bail, and everything, where I'm identified as a white male, bro. Until
they saw you.
Until they saw me, until I physically went in to Northampton County to meet my eventual probation officer and a judge, and they saw that I was dark skinned.
They were like,
I was getting that treatment the whole way until they saw who I was, and they couldn't reverse course.
Yeah,
They could not reverse course.
That is
Well,
insane.
You know, just going off of, like, into the topic a little bit, like, for us,
Over mask mandate. I just want to say that. Guys.
So,
I think that's why
our
it's bad.
son, so masks are mandated, but our son can't wear a mask. He doesn't leave it on. It bothers him, you know, he has a condition and he can't wear it. So I would feel very strongly about it too. But from feeling strongly about it and fighting for my son and his rights to threatening that I'm going to come back locked and loaded, that's a big difference. Like, you don't do that.
That would have been like
That's a little
throw away the
extreme.
key
Yeah.
at this point.
I
Like
mean,
what?
That's a little
You don't
extreme.
just
Not,
you
not
know
only just the school board, but the parents as well. Like the other kids' parents and
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Yeah, that's tough.
And as a parent, if you're sitting in a board meeting and you hear another parent
I'd have
say,
socked her out. I'm coming with my gun. Soon as
Yeah.
I see your gun, I'm blasting you now. Because now I feel threatened.
Yeah.
Oh, my kid. I've been waiting to shoot a kid, my nigga. I've been waiting, my nigga. Now you got. That's when you go to sleep and you pray, Jesus, please
But that's
let
not
this
even.
bitch
That's like a next level.
That's OD.
That's
But I,
Yeah,
no,
she
but all
said
right.
in the
Because of
meeting,
our-
yo.
over
Don't
the
be like
like.
that.
It's really not. I don't know. Listen.
All right, see now.
That's just,
Because my daughter made a good point. You threatened the school. I did. But I threatened the school for a different reason. My daughter got a concussion, right? They don't call me. So now, after a while, it's like after you go to these physical therapies with your kid, and then like I'm hearing like that my kid could have permanent damage. In my head, I'm just like, oh, they think I'm a bitch now. So, of course, I threatened the school. But my threat was more of a question. It was like, I said, so my daughter gets hurt. You don't call me, right? I said, but now if I come up here with my gun, right? You gonna call the police? He said, yeah. I said, so that same energy you have when there's a threat, you need to have when my daughter gets hurt. I said, because when I drop my daughter off, that's your kid now. You're supposed to take care of her like I would. I said, you're not. I said, now I'm coming here, I'm talking to you. And what I might say might come off aggressive, but I'm being very calm. I said, because I could fuck shit up. Nobody here is going to stop me. By the time the police come, a lot of damage is done. I'm like, so I'm coming here to let you know how serious this is. Like, my kid got hurt, and you not going to call me right away? And then she could have permanent damage. I'm like, that's just like fuel to my fire. Like jail don't seem bad at that point. And that's like what I told him. But he was like, nah, I get it. I understand. To the point where, nigga, she went to the nurse just because she had a headache or whatever, calls. Getting like 5 calls a day to them. I'm like, but it's like, it's different when you're...
She just want to go home and you're still getting the call.
Out, bro.
But you know what it was, too? You know what it was, too? It was that the nurse didn't call us.
Mm-hmm.
We could have sued the shit out of them. The nurse didn't call us, and they had 2 different stories.
Oh, fuck no.
It was 2 different reports.
Okay.
And it was worse because Lila, like, she
and
blacked
Lila
out.
walked home.
She said she blacked out. Like, she was like, oh, I don't remember a part. And then, like, when she's telling the therapist this, I'm like, oh, yeah, they getting the nigga. They getting the nigga tomorrow. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to be full blast hood nigga on them. And, I mean, threatening over a mask, I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm just...
That's
nah.
that's just...
But, like, my
something
kid,
else.
my
Like,
kid having, like, head damage, I'm willing to go to jail for sure. Doesn't matter. That was an empty threat. If she was going to do it, she would have say anything because it becomes premeditated. Larry, true, but you got to remember, white people aren't criminals, so they're not really good at that shit. They don't think that shit through. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you see me, like Yami said, if I'm sitting there and I hear this bitch say that, I think my first reaction is I would have tackled her on stage. Because, like, you're a threat. Like, you need to... We're going to lock her up. I'm going to go to jail for tackling her. Cool. But I'm gonna make sure that now I don't feel like I'm going... I'm going Tom mode on you, bitch. Now I'm pressing charges. Oh, my kid's not safe. I'm doing all that because, like you said, certain crimes you associate with certain races.
Yep.
When you hear school shootings... Unfortunately, white people, that is your category. When you hear of people getting arrested for drugs, selling drugs, black people, that is us. When you hear stolen car, right away you think Spanish person. So this is just me being real. Every race is associated with some racist shit, unfortunately, but I'm not playing with no school shooting. You say you come in locked and loaded with your guns? Okay, baby, then me too. 2 for 1. I'm coming with the same exact fucking energy, all my guns. This man has threatened the school, hospital, and the entire city. I did not threaten Maryland, dude. I was just walking with my gun. That was it. Pop said, white with your black looking ass neck.
I know.
That's fucked up.
My favorite spade card.
Word, yeah, Larry, like, it's a certain shit that, you know, it's okay to risk your freedom. Whoever's phone is over there. Kelvin? Lower it. Yeah. Matt, you want to go? Oh, wait, you got more?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, she got, wait, hold on, she got more.
I'm
She got
sorry.
more.
I have
you
one
good?
more topic.
Okay.
I have the Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend, Elaine Maxwell. She was found guilty. So I'm going to read you her accounts, okay? She had pleaded not guilty for 6 federal counts. But she was guilty on 5. Okay? So it's sex trafficking of a minor, enticing a minor to travel to engage in criminal sexual activity, transporting a minor with the intent to engage in criminal sexual activity, and 3 counts of conspiracy. She was acquitted on the charge of enticing a minor to travel to engage in illegal sexual acts.
Which don't make sense.
So altogether, she's looking at like 70 years. Okay?
And she wasn't gonna snitch, mind you. She wasn't. She said, I'm not with that.
She was not gonna snitch, but
After a couple months in that joint.
she figured, you know what? Don't seal the documents. I'm gonna give 8 names. So my question to y'all,
I'm gonna wet your whistle. I'm gonna give you 8 of them joints.
my question to y'all is, who do you think is gonna be on that list? Because I know for sure it's gonna be Bill Clinton.
Nah, Jay-Z too. Remember, they had a little, some of that shit of his shit with the case came
But
out.
he's
And
gonna
then
name like
What is this?
like key
I thought this was
members.
just regular shit.
remember Jeffrey Epstein? The nigga who...
Oh, yeah.
This is his girl who was... So, he's the
was with the
mastermind,
shit.
but
Yeah.
you recruiting the young bitches.
Right. And they did
So
a
she-
pyramid scheme. Like, hey, you come over, bring 2 of your friends, and you bring 2 of your friends, and you bring 2 of your, and that's how they kept it going. Boom, 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 boom.
That's
it
some,
was for
that's some
like
wild shit.
politicians, and it was for like music industry people and like celebrities and maybe
Well, she's
basketball
gonna
players.
talk about like the head honchos, or she's gonna talk about just like important people that were part of this ring.
Oh nah, 70-something years she taking out top dogs.
You got to remember the
She
bigger
dropping
the
top
bigger the
dog
name,
names.
the bigger the name, the
Names
more you
not.
get. But she's not
She's not gonna make it. She's not gonna make it.
off with her
What?
head.
She's not gonna make it.
I can
No,
see her.
think
I
they
can see
gonna
her
kill
being.
Bro,
I
rich
don't
perverts.
know.
You think Jim hung himself?
Nah,
Nah.
more of that
Oh,
came
okay.
out. More of that
Well-
came out too.
Yeah.
Okay, well here you go. They gonna get ass.
Larry-
They gonna get
Larry
ass.
said,
Larry
listen, she's
agreed
not
with
gonna
you.
live long
Yep.
enough to say names.
She ain't.
They about to be
gonna get
off with her biscuits.
Exactly.
That's what I was thinking too.
Exactly. They
It's a
gonna kill
lot
her.
of important
I
people.
don't know.
who's at
I'm willing
stake
to
here.
take bets. I think a couple names might come out.
I definitely
You think she's
agree
gonna
with
make
Bill
it
Clinton.
that far?
Oh.
She's gonna die in jail
Well, Prince
somehow.
Andrew is already out.
Whoa.
She's gonna die in jail somehow.
Oh,
Simmer.
She
You
gonna hang
going into
herself.
my shit, girl? Simmer, stay in your lane,
That's
girl.
been out.
She gonna hang
Calvin,
herself.
what you think?
I said Illuminati confirmed.
You
That's,
think
that's
it's
tough.
Okay.
So I don't know.
That's
I
tough.
don't know if you know the whole joint, but it's like a whole book. Like, like it was so calculated what she did. Like she essentially knew that this was gonna come to light. Like she has videos of people with young kids. She has like like people signing into the island and out. Like so, she has all this info that they were like no. But mind you, R. Kelly was gonna do the same thing. He was gonna give up one of the biggest rappers and one of the biggest singers. Now it's crazy that he's gonna give one of the biggest rappers, and she's in her case Jay-Z's linked to it. So it's like it's definitely gonna come out.
But you know what I thought? What if like
It's
they're
all connected.
I was just gonna say
It's-
that.
listen,
What if they're gonna take
you
a
just-
less charge? Because they said that he was gonna start naming names. What if like her lawyer got with his lawyer and they were like, you know what? Let's do this. Let's,
Nah,
right.
nah, because listen, at the end of the day,
Money talks.
everything that R. Kelly did, these white folks been doing. They teach you it in school. They literally teach you pedophilia in school, and they just cover it up as in the 1600s it was okay. He married a 10-year-old, my nigga. That's not okay. But it's easier to blame. Listen, black people, this is our problem. We're quick to attack our own. So nobody is defending R. Kelly and being like, okay, but what about this white person who Hefner? What about Jeffrey? They're not doing that. They're just quick to break that man down, not listen to that man, none of that. What he did is wrong, yes. But you're going to let Jay-Z walk free? Why? Because you like his music more and his wife is Beyonce? Or you're going to let Bill Clinton go?
Nah.
All
Consistency
that.
got to be applied.
But black people have a habit of what we do is, we going to attack whoever's at their lowest right now. We're not going to go at everybody. We're going to pick and choose. That shit sucker shit.
This is the thing. Like, if it happens to come out that Jay-Z is somehow tied into any of that, bro, they're gonna destroy him all the way down. All the way down.
You have to, though.
All
But
the way down.
Of course,
It's not gonna be like Jeff Epstein or any of these.
But they
other-
want to destroy
They're
the black
gonna
man.
destroy him.
It's
Exactly.
easier to destroy a black man than a white man because they want the white man to look superior.
It don't even matter how far he got his hands into the pockets of the Illuminati, Jay-Z. He's not gonna make it out of that. He's gonna be crucified.
That also falls back on Beyonce. Like that makes her look bad too.
It'll make her look bad, but it won't destroy her like it's gonna destroy him.
No, she can play a victim.
She's
She could play
She
a
could be like, I had no idea.
that's a
Right.
Because they're both a part of the Illuminati. I'm saying it's not just him.
Yeah.
So
nah,
the moment he goes down, yo, that's your sinking shit.
Nah,
bro.
you gotta
I'm
take-
sorry.
they're
It
gonna
was
take
nice to know
both.
you.
Yeah.
They're gonna
That's
take
how
both.
it rocks.
She's not gonna let her.
She's not gonna
Nah.
He gonna sink that shit by himself.
Nah.
She gonna
Yeah.
be free and like, oh, we divorcing now and all this shit. Like, I don't want no. I had no idea. I was in an abusive relationship with this guy in the low. I was just playing this part for the media to make it look like we had the perfect. That all that shit's gonna come out like that.
I think
So
he has
guarantee you.
higher ranking and he'll
I think
her.
if anybody got to take the fall, it's going to be her.
Yep.
So
Gotta
You
get.
think so?
Yeah.
Listen,
Jay-Z is one of them. You got to understand,
Mhm.
without Beyonce, he's still close to $1 billion.
Mhm.
At the end of the day,
Her worth don't make him.
how did documents come out of you literally being a part of this case, and all of a sudden it's like under the couch, nobody's talking about it. Soon as Jay-Z's documents came out, it was like somebody was like, nah, chill, no, we need him.
Mm-hmm.
I think, because if you want to be technical, we talked about this before. When the whole Rihanna and Jay-Z were fucking thing came out, if you pay attention, it was really to see if the fans sided with Rihanna or Beyonce. If they would have sided with Rihanna, Jay would have been with Rihanna. But it was funny. Soon as all Beyonce's fans showed the support, it was kind of like, oh no, we're gonna make that shit went away. It's like That shit just went away out of nowhere. No, it's everything they're doing is they're playing chess and niggas is thinking like checkers. It was smart. All right, we're gonna see if maybe like you said, Beyonce don't want a part of that. So she could have said something slick, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna see what you want to do," and they throw that out there. It's like planting a rat in the hood. It's like, all right, let's see how it goes. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. And then anybody who don't want their business thrown out there, they're gonna, unfortunately,
They're gonna deflect. They're gonna deflect to save themselves.
She didn't even like. She was all like, you got cheated on. It was. He never denied it. She never said anything. Why? You're too famous not to. Look at fucking every other famous couple. You have to defend yourself. But this couple gets into it with someone who was up and coming, and now is one of the biggest, just entrepreneurs, and you still don't. Nah, it's Jay-Z's kind of untouchable. That's how I feel. I feel like that's why that document went away. It just went away.
Money's power, bro. Money literally is power. You have enough money, yo. You can buy whatever the fuck you want.
He's the connection to the
urban culture, Larry said.
Yep.
That's facts.
That's exactly what it is.
Larry also said up top,
Yeah.
they'll protect him to the death because he has a lot of secrets. Only black man that's untouchable. If you look at it, it's been happening since the beginning of time. And that's absolutely true. Pop said Jay-Z is part of the secret society.
Sure
He's going to be
is.
protected.
Yeah.
Randy said not just race, but also gender. It's easier to bring women down than men.
Yep, facts.
Mm-hmm.
Randy also said she's not gonna make it too.
She's not
a lot of
gonna
people
make it.
think that.
Yep.
But yeah, Giselle, she's gonna mysteriously die. We all that.
The moment I heard it was his girlfriend, I was like, oh,
she was a scapegoat, my
She
nigga.
ain't gonna get the light of day to say whatever she wants.
She looks fucking miserable.
Yeah, she's literally gonna get killed I'm telling you,
it's gonna be some crazy.
It's
shit
gonna be
too.
some shit. She hung herself.
Yeah, nah.
And she's gonna be in the
she
same
started doing
environment.
drugs.
She's gonna be in the same environment that supposedly Jeff Epstein was in a room that is made so he can't kill himself. He can't. It was a suicide prevention room that he was in.
Right.
Somehow he still hung himself.
I would have that shit.
What?
I would have that shit.
Yeah,
They're supposed to check up on him every 15 minutes.
I'll have a backup.
Yeah.
If you kill me,
no, that means
this person is gonna take
that
this
means
to the cops.
all the cameras in that prison got turned off for fucking 10, 15 minutes. Someone went up there, fucking
that quick,
yoked him and bang,
and then just hung him in there and made it look like. And then the guards was. By the time
Nigga,
oh my god, what happened?
It came out what the guards were doing. They were shopping for motorcycles and looking for vacations. Why are you doing that? Like, where you get? First off, you're a CEO. You ain't making that much money.
Right.
Like, and then no charges for them.
They were spending it before.
No charges.
Not only that,
they was already looking into their future.
The autopsy
We're gonna pay you $100,000 to walk away.
The autopsy
They
revealed
was already
that
looking
he
to vacations and
wasn't
jet skis. You know what I'm saying?
like
it was strangulation.
it was like more like strangulation.
Like he basically died from being choked. He didn't die from
from
typical
actual strangulation,
hanging,
from suffocation.
All
No,
right.
you could. They probably had the fucking marks and everything like that.
That's actually how they tell they look.
Yeah,
Kev's-
they actually strangled this
Kev's
motherfucker.
question to you guys. How come the media never blew the court trial up for this like it did Kyle Rittenhouse trial?
I have the answer to that. It's because CNN is tied up into that.
Media portrays
There's a
it.
lot of people that are tied into that.
Yeah, but Kyle Rittenhouse was just like really a nobody.
But why is it so big though?
Because it's so big because he is a nobody.
For a white on white crime?
Son, but he's a nobody. He's just some normal dude.
So it shouldn't be that big.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not.
But the fact that these people are in the Illuminati, they're that big, that's why it disappeared so quick.
Yeah, but that's what he. But he's trying to
things
say
like this,
logically. Speak logically. We know why.
Yo,
yeah.
when they blow up something like this and they have all this stuff going over the media, it's because they're trying to bat an eye, like they're trying to make you focus on this, while something else huge is really going on that they don't want you to know about. So they blow all this dumbass shit up, so that you're focused on this and your mind is taken away from that. So when that's disappearing, you're still talking about Kyle Rittenhouse, even though it's some dumbass shit like we're talking about now. It's pointless that it blew up that big. But it blew up that big because some other shit was really going on that they don't want nobody to know about. Yeah, shit. That's how that media shit works, bro.
The pedophilia ring. Excuse me.
Pizzagate.
The whole Pizzagate shit, yeah.
That's what it is. This is Pizzagate. So I don't know. Kelvin, what's your take?
No, I'm still on the. I was gonna ask. What do you guys think about like her knowing all that stuff and her getting 70?
Her being guilty, you mean?
Yeah, like she knew all of that, and she was getting 70 years. But then
it's still a slap on the wrist. Like you're
Exactly.
you're literally doing all this. Like what she's guilty of, that should be life.
I feel exactly.
And it
that's what I'm
wasn't.
saying. That she
Yeah.
should get more time. That's
Yeah,
what I
fact.
think.
Because
I
what you
agree.
said, she was pretty much the mastermind behind it.
It's like
right?
you,
Like, she was
yeah.
tricking these girls into.
Gobby's the rich old
She was
nigga.
just-
You're the one doing the
I
work.
feel like it's kind of
You're
fucked
just as
up
guilty.
that all of this is falling on her.
Well,
I
he's
get-
dead.
Well, I know, but it's not fair because I feel like the secret society or whoever's behind all this, the elites, because that's what they call them. I feel like, yep, they're gonna make her take that charge, and I feel like it's not. I mean, nothing. You know, not that like I feel sympathetic for her because I feel like
Yeah.
she has to, but not all of it. Like that's not right. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they first approached her and was like, listen, we're going to pay you tons of money to go and take this charge, and we're going to guarantee you that you might only get like 5 years.
she got money.
Yo,
she
just
don't
do
need
that
money.
5 years and then call it a day. The moment she found out she was getting 70, she was like, oh, hell no, I'm going back in that deal we had. I'm
snitching.
going back. I'm snitching on
We
all
got
you
a
fuckers.
six
We got a
now.
top. We got a 5 years.
I'm gonna give you 8 names. That's
Hey,
She knew
eight.
eight.
that's what I'm
of the-
saying.
One.
That could be top tier names though.
Yeah,
Sure.
one name might bring that 70
Hold a
down
lot
to
of weight.
fucking
That-
yeah,
that-
right
you
down
know
to
what
like
I'm
okay,
saying?
you can go.
Fucking
You know what I'm
And
saying?
her man cheated on her because she was secretly married, and he cheated on her while she was in jail. So you already know it's like it's
Oh,
a
she's
fucking
snitching.
wrap.
Like now.
It's a
Oh,
wrap.
she's snitching. Oh, that's tough.
Alright, she has
Yeah,
bread.
that's
She don't
toxic
get
shit.
parole early for cooperating. Pop said.
Listen, shit happens in the penitentiary, especially when millions are involved. Pay a guard here, pay a warden here. There, it's over. That was from Larry. Randy said, even if he had a cap to his head, they can easily still say he was hung and dead to suicide. No one seen the body afterwards. Exactly.
Mhm.
That's what they do. Get rid of the evidence. Larry, he represents white America. Middle white America. Any child molester should get life and castration. I agree with you. She has bread. Pop said she gonna get parole early for cooperation. Exactly. She'll just be on house arrest somewhere in a big ass mansion. Slap on this. That's how America is, unfortunately.
I feel like child molesters should get what they did to the child
Done to them.
10
done
times
to
worse.
them.
I'll just say that's
There's
just,
some places in the world that probably still do that shit.
Oh,
practice
don't. Oh,
shit
they
like
do.
that, right?
Like I
Oh,
would
they
do
do.
that
Yeah, they will cut your
They'll
hand
cut your,
if
they'll
you-
cut your
yeah.
hands
If you
off, your
steal.
dick, all that.
and then castrate.
Fun fact:
Mhm.
in DR, they actually do that. They actually, I seen a video of a guy. He was actually molesting a girl, and they caught him.
Oh yeah.
And with a machete, they
Chopped
took
his
him out
hand
into the street and started slicing at him.
hmm
That's
Yep.
the word. Listen. That's
I
the
support
word.
that.
Earned. Well,
Listen, and this is why I say
deserved.
you should either get life, and that you should get that easy because the damage you're doing to a kid, that's lifelong.
Mhm.
Motherfuckers get 5 years. I could be walking outside with an 8 ball of crack and get 20. How? Whoa, what is this? Is not as bad as that. It is clearly not. I'm trying to earn money, ruin the kid's life. All right, America, you fucking suck.
That doesn't also only go for kids, because I mean, women also get raped, and
Well, yeah, and
that
same thing.
ruins them for life.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you get any of that, molested, raped, any of that,
Adult,
it fucks you
whatever,
for life.
adult, child,
And no, but people who do it get no, like they get next.
Question: did we talk about the whole thing about when the girl got raped, but she lives in the state where they passed a law that even if you get raped and you get pregnant, you can't abort the baby?
No, we didn't talk about that.
Bro, did you guys see that shit? Oh, did I just see that? Yo, did we see that?
No.
I figured where I saw this girl got raped.
I heard about this.
It's like Virginia, I think, or
Oh,
some
No
shit like that.
way.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Texas? Oh, somewhere where they stopped the whole abortion thing. She got raped, and she can't abort. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
And
Texas passed that
She has
dumbass
to
law.
keep the
Yeah.
baby.
That's messed up.
How do you guys feel about that? That's something.
I
That's
think
like a
that's
whole
messed up.
fucking.
You know what I
That wasn't
mean?
even my topic, but
My
that's
shit.
just
My
that could be
shit-
used as a topic right now.
My
Like,
shit
that's
is just
crazy.
My shit is I'm going out to the state lines. Then, like, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Is it fair? Fuck no. But I feel like that's
Is that legal?
unconstitutional.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Going out of state lines and doing it?
I'm sure.
Why not?
how do you go and tell?
Because you reside in
It
a
don't.
whole other
Okay, but
state.
I'm not doing it in that state.
You can't.
It's you can't do it in that state.
I don't know how that works, honestly.
That's true, but I feel like there might be a gray area that we don't know.
Maybe.
That fine print.
Nigga, there's always a gray area. Just like you need a license to conceal a weapon. No, you don't. You have the
Yeah.
right to bear arms, you
Yeah.
fucking idiots.
Yeah.
But people aren't smart
Not
enough or
all
don't take the
states
time.
are like that.
But
No. But it doesn't matter. The amendment for the whole United States is
Yeah.
right to bear arms.
Yeah.
Just like you have a freedom of speech, but if you start talking too much, they want to shut you up, all
Yeah.
that shit.
But to your point, she can give up the kid for adoption. You know what I mean? She has options. It's just
That's how
Yeah,
they're
but
doing it.
But I look
Listen
at-
to what you're saying. She has to go through the whole. I'm sorry, the whole 9 months of pregnancy before she could even give. Now it's like at that point,
you're
it
invested.
happened.
You're
It
invested, you're
happened
attached.
10 months ago. At that point, now you want this baby. I feel like
Not
if you're a woman,
necessarily.
you're gonna maybe not necessarily, but I feel like at the same time you're gonna grow. I feel like you're gonna grow
It's
attached to the
like-
baby somehow.
For me, I feel like, imagine that. Like, put yourself in that person's shoes. You've been raped. You've been taken advantage of or whatever, and now you have to carry this child for 9 months inside of you, and then you got to go through the process of getting like your body's changing, and you're hating yourself, you're hating your body, you're hating this child, and that's toxic, and that's bad. And I feel like it's gonna mess her up, and it's gonna, it leads to a lot of trauma after that
For
rape
all
on
parties.
top of that.
Yeah.
So, and at the same time, like giving it up for adoption, like it's hard, man. Like, what if the child goes into a bad family or ends up being in foster care for a long time? And these kids that get into like foster care and foster parents and stuff, some of them get like molested themselves and abused and trafficked and all that stuff because these people just want to collect a check off of that child. Like, you got to think of all these things.
That's why I said I
you know,
feel like
and then-
the women would grow attached
And then
to
like
the child. Like
imagine-
they end up keeping it. I feel
imagine
like,
in the future,
majority of the
like
time.
once they go to like therapy and all this stuff, like that guilty conscience of I gave my child up, my child is out there. You know what I mean? Like, you might change your feelings 10 years down the line once you've healed yourself.
It's like they're forever attached to a form of
Yeah,
trauma,
so
one way or another.
yeah,
I mean, you gon-
it's
You
it's
get
hard.
raped, nigga, you gonna be traumatized regardless.
Regardless.
Yeah.
I think giving the baby away though, I mean, either way, whatever you do, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Because 10 years, you have an abortion or you give the baby away, you're gonna be like, damn, my baby could have been 10. And I'm over here now.
Or my baby is 10.
My baby is
somewhere
10.
out there.
Yeah. All right, let me read this real quick. They
Not,
said,
alright, my bad. Go ahead.
Larry said that's crazy. He read that scrap. I believe that's in Texas. Pop said, of course, that's where you live too. Some crazy shit happened there. Listen, I don't believe in abortion, but it's a woman's choice.
Agreed.
Larry said, Destiny, I think if they find out you did it outside the state we went outside the state for the abortion and go right back, they can still get you for it.
That's what
I was just telling my cousin I feel like I would abort if I was pregnant with a rape baby. I mean, it's a woman's right to an extent.
Yeah, I
To an extent, let me say something. If me and you lay down together and then you get mad, I don't want to be with you, and you kill my baby, I'm saying it's your choice. All right, it's your choice. I send you to heaven then, right? All right. I mean, that's where I feel like, again, the where we say it's okay for the women to just do what they want, but then if the nigga be like, oh, I'm not raising that baby, the nigga's wrong. So it's a woman's choice to have the baby, but a man can't choose not to be a part of its life. It's not. That's bias as fuck. It gotta be.
It is.
So
That's
we-
just, the state is
Very
definitely.
one-sided.
It's one sided. It's like,
yeah, but that's
oh, I have the baby now. Now you gotta pay me.
Yeah.
But I told you I didn't want the baby. So now you chose to keep a baby you can't afford, and it's on me. And then it goes back to the whole argument of it doesn't mean everything. It should really be 50-50. Yes, it's your body, but that's also my kid in you. I'm sorry. Like, if I don't have a say, it could go left.
Think about the way that system's put in place.
It's for the women in America.
Not
It's
only
for the women.
for the women, but it's meant to bring
More money.
more money. Is meant to bring these people like.
Because you know what's going to happen? You miss one payment, now you're in jail. Now you're racking up and you owe the state. Now you owe the state and you owe your baby mom.
Yeah, you literally
It's
gotta pay to be in jail. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to be here,
Yeah.
bitch. Let me
Yeah.
out. Let me out. Yeah, they charge you.
They charge you being
Three
They
jail.
meals, 3 meals in a cot.
Yeah.
Dog, they charge you.
Okay. But but it's her choice to have this child or to abort because it's her body. If at that point she has the child, listen to me, I'm playing devil's advocate here. If she has the child and you don't want to be part of that child's life, give up your parental rights. Do not be involved in that child's life. I won't ask you for child support. I know not everyone thinks like that. Give up your parental rights.
Listen, I would.
You can do
I
that.
would.
That is a legal thing. And that way in the future,
want
somebody
a
else
child.
can love the child that you don't want.
That still doesn't make it okay that you're sitting here like, yo, listen.
I could kill
You're
the
literally-
baby and I could birth
You're
the
literally
baby
1 week
without your
pregnant.
choice.
I'm telling you, I do not want this baby.
And you're just gonna keep it.
And you're still gonna go ahead and do it.
It's not right.
Now, 9 months down the line, I gotta go sign my parental rights already because you were being a stubborn fucking bitch. In the
I knew he was
beginning
gonna say
that I
that.
said I don't want this baby.
Bitch.
Stubborn.
Yo, because I don't want this baby.
Flip
I'm
that.
telling you just
Flip
found
that.
out you're pregnant.
Yeah, right.
Man. Like, nah. Get rid of it. Nah, get
Get
rid of
rid
it.
of
Get rid of it.
My shit is right.
You can, but, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead, because my shit is.
You
gonna be
can't
left.
keep half the child. If you're not with it and I'm with it, or I'm not with it and you're with it, you can't keep half the child.
Okay, so how about this? If I want the baby and you kill
Like, you
my
gonna
baby,
kill half
what
the
do I
baby?
get? What do I get since you killed my baby? What restitution do I get for you taking my child's
Nothing.
life? A part of me. That's something that has to be talked about. My nigga, if someone killed my baby and I wanted it, all right, you gotta understand that one day I might have a mental breakdown. I might put this gun in your mouth and take your life.
You don't see
My
the
shooter.
point. You don't see
Like
the
what
point.
you're
You're
not, what you're
the
missing
point.
is
Yeah.
you're
Missing the
taking
point.
my kid and you're killing mine. That's half of me. So you don't care that can scar me for life.
And
that
it's
you
from the
just killed my
perspective of
baby.
it being a woman's choice.
You killed
Yeah.
my baby
See?
without my choice.
Yes.
You know
Now
what I'm
when
saying?
I
She
kill
don't-
you,
see it. She
I
don't
don't
see
want to
it.
hear. No,
She don't see it. She don't see it.
It's the woman bias.
Listen, just real quick.
No, but
Yo,
It's
next
your
week she'll be
choice.
like,
It's your
Lamar, I
choice.
gotta apologize. You were right. Like, yes, yes.
I'm saying I want the baby, and you decide, nah, I don't want the baby. A month down the line, you end up getting rid of it. But now, a month down the line, I'm telling you, I don't want the baby, and you decide to keep it. How is that equal terms?
Either
How?
way, it's your say, and all the benefit is for
How
the
is it?
women.
Because
You know what's
now, if I really want this baby, and you decide to get rid of it, now nothing happens out of that. But if I say I don't want the baby, and you decide to keep it, now I have the choice, that option of either signing my parental rights or
Hold
being
on.
in the child's life or paying child support or whatever. I have those three options.
Hold on, Larry.
How is that fair compared to the other way?
Larry
vice
said
versa?
you can sign those papers while she's pregnant, and dudes can actually take a female to court and put an injunction until she gives birth. If a situation like that occurs.
Okay, let me say this though, right? This is the thing too. Just like Yami, and I told Yami this before, you could give up your rights and you can still get put on support. That's what people don't understand. You just
What?
do, yes.
How?
Yes. Listen.
How's that possible?
This is because it's your DNA test states it's your kid. It's technically still your responsibility. Giving up your rights just means if she be like, I'm moving,
You got no say.
you have no say. If the kids on life support, you have no say. Giving up your rights don't necessarily mean you're not held accountable by the state. The woman can
I did
agree.
not
with
even
that.
think about that.
Yeah, no, that's. I'm telling you,
Is
it's
that
facts.
real?
Yeah, okay, go
Oh,
ahead.
shit, yeah,
Yami, you the same
Nah,
one.
yeah, look it up. Look
Go
it up.
ahead. Go ahead.
Nah, yo, listen, I want to know shit. Look it up. Confirmation.
Listen.
That shit is like, what? That shit just...
What happened? Time out.
Look
What
it
happened?
up.
What happened when you told Wincy give up your right? Asked him to give up the rights or something, and they were like, "Oh, he could still be on support." Correct? Wasn't it something like that?
I think so.
Yes.
Yo, listen, I wouldn't doubt it.
But no, hey,
Especially
listen.
PA.
PA like this. Let me get a check. Let me get a check.
Yo.
That's PA.
That was a
Destiny. It's different coming from a man that wants to be a good active father compared to these dudes that don't want shit for theirs. I wish to death on everybody who works for child support, and I mean death in the most horrible way.
It says, this says, when parental rights are terminated for a child, it is tough. It is as though the child were never born to that parent. It is important to understand that a voluntary termination of parental rights would also terminate any support obligation on the part of the parent of the terminating parents.
Is this in PA?
I'm telling you
Just
what
search
she
it
went
up.
through
I
though.
just searched it up.
Just put
Let's
in
see.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Don't listen.
Put
Listen.
in Pennsylvania.
Wait until you give up your rights and one of y'all
It's
find out. You're
definitely
gonna be like, yo, Lamar,
It's
you
definitely
right.
different here because of Commonwealth.
So,
too.
in the Commonwealth can make it different.
Yeah, Commonwealth for women.
I'm fucking right. I go right.
Commonwealth is always
The
for the woman.
Commonwealth of PA.
Commonwealth is always for the woman.
Hold on.
For women.
Hold on,
That's
y'all
why.
ready for
Wait,
this?
no,
Hold
fuck
on,
that.
hold on,
Hold on.
Let me talk.
Other states is possible.
It says voluntary termination of parenthood also typically removes the terminating parent responsibility to support the child as their adoptive parents will likely do so.
Oh, hold on, time out. It doesn't mean that's.
Wait, who's
That means if you're
adopting?
adopting.
Yeah,
So if you're
who's
not
gonna be
adopting, you can
adopted?
still put me on support. Lamosh, right again.
That's
Hiya!
what you're saying, yeah. The adopted parents are gonna take over the
Bitch
parents.
ass!
But they're not being adopted.
Bitch!
They're gonna take over. Yo, listen.
Oh,
He was talking
Nah,
to me.
yo,
He was
listen.
talking to me. He was talking to me.
oh,
Yeah. Now you good.
I'm talking to Chad. She's about to like stab me. That's the only thing I
have
feel
you
like that's
seen
not fair.
John Wick?
Oh, nah, shit, when he's I
Kill people with spoons.
Oh shit! But,
Oh,
it-
man,
but
that was
go
good.
back to what Larry said. To like, I feel like that's still even fucked up if I go to court, right?
Yeah, he
And
said
get.
dudes can actually take her to court and put an injunction so she gives birth.
Do
That
you
is-
understand what that
that's
then
a fact
does?
of the day.
But check this
Is
though.
that true?
Yes, it is
Uh-huh.
true. But
Is
this
it?
is the thing, right? Now, what if the
Definitely.
dude changes his mind? Now you're in a whole different ballgame because now if the dude changes his mind, he don't want the kid no more. Now this woman who was not ready to be a mother is attached, and now she's forced to take care of a kid. And if you're in a state where you could sign your rights over, she's fucked.
It's a legal mess. That's just a
That's what it
That'd
is,
become
a legal
the only
mess.
legal mess.
But anyway, this is what I was saying.
There's so many ways to play devil.
If I don't want the baby, and you sitting here saying I'm sorry, not sorry. If I don't think you're a fit mother, and I really don't think this baby. I mean, there's steps. That's all I'm gonna say. Like,
Yo, that's-
if just like you can trap me, I mean, what you're doing is gonna cause me mental anguish. If I cause you mental anguish, it should be just as fair, correct? But of course not, because what people gonna be like, oh, what this nigga L saying is crazy. Nah, what L saying is what real niggas gonna think, and niggas ain't gonna fucking tell you. You ain't gonna trap me for 18 years. Boop,
The
I'm
enemy-
sorry.
The enemy
Okay, so-
punch the stomach.
He said a bunch of stuff. I ain't doing none of this thing. I ain't doing
So-
none of that.
I looked that up because I wasn't sure. It says Roe versus Wade, 410 U.S. 113, 1973, was a landmark decision of the U.S. Supreme Court in which the court ruled that the Constitution of the United States protects a pregnant woman's liberty to choose to have an abortion without excessive government restriction. So, you can't stop a woman from having an abortion because her body is hers.
Again,
One-sided.
I can't
Yes,
force you, but I can
So
help
the
you.
courts
Unless you're in
legally, like if you legally try to stop me and the court goes with it, I can go higher up to the Supreme Court.
But by the time you get a
and do
case
all
there,
that.
by the time you get a case there, you probably gonna pop. So
But-
win again.
Well, no, because
The
what
thing
if
is,
the
like,
person
how-
ends up being a deadbeat dad? You
How
want to
many,
have this
how
child, but
many,
you're gonna
how
be a
many
deadbeat?
people actually
No.
go through that process?
But that's what I'm
I
saying.
mean, I'm sure there's a good
Well-
amount, but like, there's probably a more amount of people that don't than do. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
because
A higher
usually the judges will usually lean with it's your constitutional right to choose over your body.
Unless you're a black man and you don't got constitutional rights, I don't understand how this works in America. But I'm just saying, man. How can we choose when to be constitutional and not? Oh, you're black with a gun. There's no constitution right for you, buddy. But if a woman wants to kill your baby, that's fine. So it's like going to court. Can you imagine going to court and then nigga telling you it's her body? You're probably gonna be a deadbeat anyway. Oh, thanks, bud. You're right. Thanks. Like it's like mind boggling. It's mind boggling to think that how much more powerful women are when it comes to something that takes two people, and they're so quick to eliminate the male.
You said didn't say that
Roe
he was
versus
gonna
Wade
win.
was having the state involved. Didn't say the dude was gonna win, but it could be done. Yeah, Larry, that's true. He wasn't saying that the man's gonna win. He's saying it's an option.
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah.
Hold up.
Right.
Fun fact about Allentown: 88% of the women first baby dad are deadbeats. Yo,
that was a
If
known
you're
fact.
statistically talking.
Cap, that was a pretty precise number.
that
That is
was
a known fact.
yo, and that was good input. Larry had his researching and shit like that.
Yeah.
For those
Yeah.
digging on that.
I mean, he had Yami researching because I already know if you
he said,
if
"Cause I already know."
because
He
who?
said education.
You.
No, what I was saying is because I already know, like in PA, when we talk, I talk about PA.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give you all facts about
That's why I
PA.
told her, like, yo, but where you searching?
And she
You
searched.
searching
It
the whole-
was Texas.
I said, nah. I
Texas,
said, let's search
Texas
PA,
will let you marry a dog. I don't. Anything in Texas, I don't pay no
Texas.
mind, dog.
Marry a dog.
They'll let you do whatever.
I just be looking stuff up because I watch a lot of Caso Cerrado, and if you don't know what that is, we can't talk. But anyways.
Everybody know who Caso Cerrado is. You
I
don't know?
thought-
You
I thought
don't
this
know?
was fake.
Lamar don't know Caso.
Lamar don't know what that is.
Listen,
You're not supposed to.
everybody.
Don't worry, we gonna put you on. Lamar gonna
I
be sitting
probably
there
know
like,
more than
Caso
everybody in this
Cerrado.
room, so I don't give a fuck. This America. If he ain't speaking English, I don't care, Papa. That's it. I'm racist.
Wow.
America.
You ain't speak English? That nigga went racist real quick.
I know.
He went, yo.
Full blown Trump in this bitch.
He said, you see these gray eyes and light skin? You know what time it is, baby.
He said, I was a nigga, but I was a house nigga. I Samuel L. Jackson. You let that nigga on the name. What that nigga doing on the name?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh.
If this was a censored show, that shit would beep, 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 beep.
Listen, if this was censored, so we'll never make it because
Racist
I'm always
Phillips.
saying some out of pocket shit. I already know
Nah,
this guy a
it
lot
was
of years in the pen, learned about a lot of stuff.
Racist Phillips.
The full blown Trump light skin ass nigga. I went full blown Trump, son. Everybody get it. I mean,
Alright, what else you got, Vanessa?
That's
Oh,
it
that's
for me.
That was
it?
Lamar just now. He was like, you guys don't speak English? I don't want to see you. Hey, go hire 100 Mexicans to work in my
Nah.
hotel.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Catch
me on a good day, I'ma try.
Yeah, that's it.
that little island over there, put a wall around that too. Don't let the motherfuckers out.
Put a wall inside the hotel.
Larry said you still gonna get deported with us.
I know, my nigga. They sending me right to Africa and shit. It's cool. I don't care.
It is fucked
I
up.
be chasing cheetahs in school, my
Kelvin,
nigga.
yo,
Built my stamina.
Kelsey Kelvin in the back.
Yo, look at him. Black power.
I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm black and I'm black and I'm black, y'all.
Alright, next topic. It's open-ended. It's going to be very different responses. Alright, so many people do their own thing, whether it's on one platform or another, using social media, social networks, free channels, whatever the case may be. So, with that being said, how do you all feel about people not uplifting, supporting, acknowledging, or showing love to people who are putting business out there or their platforms out there, but willing to jump in the same lanes that you're in? Now, granted, it's open-ended because everybody's timing is different. Some people get to things first before others. We are not ones, I feel like, to say that maybe certain things aren't on some people's minds. Others get to it in different timing. But we got to be honest, a lot of that does occur, where people don't show love, pay homage, or show a little bit of respect, but willing to jump in the lanes that you're in. Me, personally, just as I'm starting off the question, my mindset that I go with that is collab over compete. Competing doesn't always have to occur. People could be in the same lane and can be very successful. And I say that because when I started my photography journey 8 years ago, it was a shock to everybody that 8 photographers were getting together or 10 photographers were getting together on a trip to New York. Everybody thought compete over collab, when it doesn't have to be that way. Mm-hmm. Collabing equals growth. Support equals growth. Mm-hmm. It's not in a still audience matter. It's a let's grow together matter. Let me help you, let you help me, or whether I'm helping you a little bit more than me, it doesn't matter. We're still doing it together in the long run. So with that being said, because a lot of that does occur, lack of support, acknowledgement, homage, respect, and people willing to jump in those lanes, how do you guys feel about it?
Well, so I guess it's kind of like we kind of already have been through this experience. Like we already go through it right now. My mom's streaming, he's a streamer, I'm a streamer, Gavi's a streamer. So like
Max is streaming.
Oh yeah, Max is streamer too. Sorry. And we kind of all share each other's streams and stuff, and we show love to each other because if Gavi's eating, I'm eating too. Like we all eating from the same plate. If Lamont's eating, I'm eating. So like we all help each other grow. It's a foundation. We all start somewhere. We all help each other. I feel like if you don't do it, it's fucked up. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
We're all
There's
family.
no other
here.
way to say it, yeah.
Try looking at it. We're looking at it. Look at it this way. We're looking at it because we're homies.
Right.
We're going to do that regardless.
Mhm.
We're going to do that. That's what homies supposed to do.
Yeah, but we.
Now try looking at it in their shoes. I'm not agreeing with that shit at all because I don't like it. I went through it. We experienced it like hard body and we hated it. I hated it. I started doing this. I did. And that's why. And when we talked, I said, "Yo, don't even stress it on there and make it a stink because it's gonna look bad on you."
Oh, I know.
Because when I did do that, it started looking bad. Like if I was the one being the fucking nagging Nancy, asshole type shit. That's how it looked. Even though it wasn't in reality, it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? But try looking at it like if you're in their shoes. You're always looking to try to better your shit, right? We're always trying to better our shit, right?
Mhm.
So we look for things to inspire us. Or we always look for things that, yo, that's cool, but how can I make that better?
Right.
So these same people that aren't on our team,
Right.
that are competing with us and not
Mhm.
collabing with us, are thinking those same thoughts that I just explained to you. They're trying to take our shit or whatever the case is, they're trying to take that and either try to make it into their wave or improve it in some way that it's going to benefit them. You know what I'm saying? Without showing their homage. Like, oh, I'm saying shout out to me because if it wasn't for them, it wouldn't even have sparked this idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You
I
understand?
agree with that.
Yeah.
See, I'm a little bit different.
I don't like it either.
I'm a
I
little
don't
bit
either.
different. I'm a little bit petty. I might not say something, but I might make a statement. For example, I might go and get like some kind of copyright, right? And I might go and make some shirts. And maybe on my podcast, if we're talking about podcasts, because I'm on a podcast,
Mm-hmm.
I might wear a shirt like, so-and-so, please get off my dick. You know what I mean? And you know what? And I'm going to make money off of it because I'm going to sell these shirts now. And when you try to be like, oh, you're using my name. No, it's copyrighted, boo. Thank
Like
you.
that.
So I might not come to you, but you're going to see me and we going to shine. So that's how I will handle it. That's just me because I'm a little
Correct.
petty. But
I look at it like
Same.
same. You know, I have very strong feelings about that situation, and like how they were just talking. You know, they've all experienced it in their own way, and I think me and Vanessa, as being like the wives and the girlfriends at home, we see and we hear about it and we witness it ourselves, and
I feel like we take it so much more personal.
we talk shit behind closed doors. I'll tell you that, but I just feel like there's enough room for everybody to grow. Like, don't sit here in front of everybody and put on a show like I'm the most supportive, I'm this and that, and I'm a ride or whatever, and then turn around and don't do it because it's fake. Now you're just putting a front for likes and followers and all this stuff, and behind closed doors, you're just a dick, a hating dick, pretty much. And if you're gonna copy what I'm doing because you see that it's being successful on my channel and it's attracting people and it's attracting views and my channel is doing better than yours in less time, and you want to copy that idea or you want to get inspiration from that idea, then at least come into my stream and drop a like. Don't be a hater and take my idea and don't even drop a like, because now I'm feeling some type of way and I might call you out. Period.
Go shots.
Anyways. Shot them up.
All right, for me is now I don't think no one takes it more personal than me, but I'm just like, cause at the end of the day, if I feel like you're not paying me homage, if we ever in the same space, you won't have you won't have to. It's gonna be it's gonna be a situation where I feel like I feel disrespected, and I'm a person that when I feel disrespected, like I'm glad that the people that don't pay homage aren't close, because in the moment I'll be so in my PTSD feelings that it's like I'll really smack the shit out of one of them, but then it's like I get it. if you're taking what I'm doing and you're you're using it, I have to take it as a sign of like, yo, I paved the way. This is the blueprint. We had this conversation and I told them guys, I was like, yo, like, I'm just looking at it as like, yo, we're paving the way, but there's plenty of times on this show that I've said, shout out to like the podcast I watch, $1 Million Worth of Game, What You Thought, All the Smoke, the like I always am quick to shout out people. Like when I use my second camera, me and Gabi had talked about that. He came to me with the idea. I told him I was going to use it. Figures. I told him I had figures. I was going to put them in the back. He builds a shelf. It's cool. And they said, oh, we not on the same team. The NBA, niggas ain't on the same team, but niggas eat. Like, we don't got to be on the same team to eat. This is the common misconception. Like, there's plenty of money. And if your audience and my audience link, that's double the audience. But y'all so selfish and stuck in y'all ways as if y'all don't even realize that the people yous are and you're projecting us to be, we're really not that. Because if I go, everybody could come with.
Mm-hmm. I got something to say to what you said.
Like, at the end of the day, I just feel like if you biting, if you doing what I'm doing, it's like Cassidy said, you my son, you should thank my dick. That's how I feel. If I let my emotion get into it, I'm gonna put myself in a bad position, and I don't really need that. I'm probably not gonna see y'all, probably not gonna bump into y'all, but all I really want is like, yo, niggas in the ABE, y'all niggas wasn't doing podcasts. So if you're doing a podcast after you seen our podcast, is it really hard to be like, yo, shout out KT? Mm-hmm. That's not hard. Mm-hmm. Now, if you in the ABE and you're doing that, it's not hard for me to bump into. Oh my God, we bumped into each other. No, I'm telling you, my energy is just gonna be different. Like, it's just gonna be different. Like, it's unfortunate. I'll come to you with respect, and the first minute you could just breathe heavily, and I'm gonna be like, so what is we doing, my nigga? It's just because at that point, like, you gotta understand, I'm already in my head that you disrespected me. So me coming to you like a man is a courtesy. That's what I would like. Just like I shout out these podcasts that I watch, or when I do something, I'll be like, you know, I support people. I still share and like people's shit that don't share my shit, don't like my shit. Like, why? Why don't you? Why is it? Because my gameplay is better than yours? It's because like that's the only thing. Like, I'm not really. I talk shit to these niggas. I don't talk shit to anybody else when we stream. I talk shit to my crew. That's it. I talk shit to them, not y'all. Fuck them. I'm be quiet when I play with y'all.
When you're streaming,
yeah.
you consider yourself. Are you considering yourself an entertainer?
Yeah.
You're on the stream to entertain the people with your gameplay. With your you being yourself, right?
I'm there for my audience. I try to find a good ratio of what I put out there versus how I entertain them.
Exactly. So, if this is why a lot of people rather compete than collab, you know what I'm saying? It's why a lot of people rather take your shit and try to like make it their own than rather do it with you. If you being yourself or just just naturally a better entertainer than being a fake entertainer trying to entertain people, and you just naturally doing it just comes out flowingly. They're not gonna want to collab with you because you said if I bring my following and your following, that's double the following. Not necessarily, because now once this person brings their following and they see you, then where the fuck did this guy been all along? He doesn't entertain me the way this guy does. And now you end up biting into theirs. And that's why a lot of these, hear me out, that's why a lot of these people don't want to do that. Because when they come and witness your streaming, like, wow, like, I'm a streamer, and this guy's entertaining the fuck out of me. I can just imagine what he's going to do to my followers. And that's why they hate the way they do. And they do the things they do. And they rather steal your shit than show the homage and show the love that people are supposed to do.
They collab with the whack shows
exactly.
that can't compete.
I told you this the other day. Thank you for saying it. Thank you for reminding me. I said that the other day. I was like, they only collab and do things with people that aren't going nowhere. Okay. Super whack, boring streamers that are just not going nowhere.
And their views ain't going nowhere either.
But that's
the difference now. So this is what I'm telling you. When you real connect, the audience is going to stay for both. Because if I'm not co-streaming with you, I'm going to do it where, yo, bro, listen. You don't gotta be in the same room. You could be in fucking Texas. Listen, dog, what time you gonna stream? All right, so since you're an hour ahead of me, I'm gonna stream from this time to this time. I'm gonna send my audience to you. It's not fucking hard. It's not rocket science. Now, again, we're streaming. That's like saying, no offense, Kelvin, the last time we played and I'm snapping. That's like saying if he won't shot me out because I clutched up some dubs, like, all right, so I'll stop playing with you. So if your fans were watching me because of that, now you're losing creative gaming skills or whatever you want to say. I mean, I understand why people do what they do. I'm not gonna lie. I just think logically is I'm not gonna step on nobody's toes. But because they are willing to step on niggas' toes, they assume that that's what we want to do, and that's not how we are. Listen, it's enough. It's a big, big ass pie, cuz.
Like, I understand where you're definitely coming from with that scrap, but too, like, but at the same time, that can also happen to us. But I'm also the type, I could take constructive criticism. You know what I mean? I know we all can. I'll ask those questions. Like, yo, I see, you know what I mean, you engaging a little differently, or you're doing something to reel people in. Like, you know what I mean? Say something about me. Like, what am I doing? How, you know what I mean? What tip can I take from you, or what tip do you suggest?
Come out with nipple tassels on.
But people don't soak it like that. People aren't sponges the way majority of the people are.
We do this on like a regular. This is us. Like, we say it's like, yo, my nigga, I don't think that's a good idea. I think it'd be better if you do it like this.
Yes.
And it sparks something else in your head and you start thinking about it.
Yep.
They're not like that. They're just for them.
But that's us brainstorming though.
Yes.
We do it as a group thing.
Yeah, we do it amongst us because that's who we are. Like, and we're just those people with us, with each other. These people are out.
Fuck them niggas.
That's why I say, like, yo, put yourself in their shoes.
Yep.
But
think like if you were them.
But that's why you should fucking eat your medicine. Don't be offended. Fuck it. Who cares? Hold on. Ozzy said, "Hey, you beautiful motherfuckers." Ozzy, always show love, you Australian princess, bitch. Larry, one thing I've learned in life: if you don't surround yourself with people on the same mission, you're doomed to fail before it even starts. That's a fact. Gabi is preaching. There are crabs in the barrel. That's what Pop said. Larry said, crabs on the bottom, always pulling the crabs from the top down. Larry says, some people just don't like putting in the work. They just want the glory. A fucking man. Hold on. Applause to that because let me say, touch your soul, cuz.
Take that OG first time popping in.
Josh, Pops and Larry, all crabs must go. Remember, haters is a part of the game. Leadership. That's Leo. That's your boy, right?
Leo, yeah.
Matt. Ozzy, I am proud of how far y'all have come. Even though I have been going through some things and moving, I will always support you. You always do, bro. We love you. Larry Nipple Tassels is out of pocket.
Appreciate you, Froggy.
Appreciate that, Froggy.
But that's what I be saying too. We be having people from Australia. We be having the one dude in Germany that listens. Canada. We have Texas. We have Florida. We have PA. We have Virginia. So it's like. Dude, like, it could go as far as we want to take it if we just group up. But you know what I feel like, really? Motherfuckers don't want to admit that who the leader is. Nobody wants to be the wants to say, oh, I'm following them on this. That's the problem. That's the problem. Like, when we were doing tournaments the first time, the first time we did tournament, we won. Second time we got smoked, and I was like, yo, I didn't want to come off like if I was trying to be bossy or the leader. And then it was like, yo, whoever got the hot hand, just take the lead. That was just a conversation. All right. So it was like, all right, we know. Because when me and Josh did a tournament, I told him, I'm like, yo, y'all put all the pressure on me. And in my head, I'm like, I'm putting myself in situations I wouldn't normally do. Like, all right, fuck, I gotta get this kill. And he said it. He was like, yo, I thought he told his exact words after. He was like, bro, in my head, I was like, damn, I put all that pressure on L. And even though he was getting kills and shit, you could just tell like he was frustrated, trying to always pick where to land, where to reset. He was like, yo, sometimes he was like, I should have just once in a while just been like, yo, I'm going to pick now.
Yep. Even like, exactly what I said, like 2-3 matches, I should have been like, yo, let's go here, let's go here. It gave you too much.
Especially when it's a tournament.
Not only that, like, you play the trick on your own mind.
Yeah.
When you know
if we lose, it's my fault. It's my fault.
Yeah.
When you know it's tournament, yes. You're like, oh, I got to play at my top-notch level. I got to get every kill I get. You play out of... But if you just do it on some, like, yo, let's just have fun, that's when you really play at your best.
Yep.
Like, dog, perfect example. It was me, you, him, Justin. First time playing. Nigga, the first game before we started strategizing, like only strategy I said is, we need selfies and at least one precision. That was it, right? We had like 44 points that game. Nigga, that was literally the reason why we ended up winning because we went so ham,
UAVs,
and then it was just like,
crazy.
boom. But you're right, it's like that because like when we were playing the other day, Mac hopped in, Kelvin shot like, y'all in like tourney mode because it was like I think we almost had a 3-peat, and it was just like. But each game, niggas had like 5, 6, 7+ kills.
Yeah,
both of them. And we were just going. It's because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. And then like times like yesterday.
Shorty was like, "Are you streaming?" I was like, "Shit, I'm
Sure
not."
is.
But the way I'm playing
right now, I should fucking be.
I'm fucking wrecking
Like,
things right
You know
now.
what's crazy about that though? Like I feel like we have this connection that like we are all leaders. Like not only is just one person a leader. Like in different situations during one game, we all switch
Who's going to lead in that
leadership.
situation?
Like, oh, I'm gonna push. I bet I'm behind you. And then L's like, yo, I'm gonna go get a UAV. I bet I'm gonna cover you. Like we're all like always working together.
Yeah.
That makes a good team.
As long as the communication is on point, it's always like a rotation kind of thing because we kind of at the same time we all kind of like almost not I want to say see the moves but almost kind of like
know each other's
we look at the
moves.
map we can kind of see like almost predict like what we're all gonna kind of do anyway. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
leaders
just,
with
just like
roles.
Exactly. And that's just the gameplay. Like if we're talking realistically how we maneuver with how we go about our platforms, how we're doing everything right here, like the communication, how we maneuver, how we it's a reflection of the same way of how we do everything. And that just goes to show, just like us in the room, Aussie in the chat, a good amount of people, Larry on my end, Pops, everybody else, like you guys are a solid foundation. The same way we try to lay a solid foundation for ourselves, you guys are a part of that. So even though this is the topic and it is open-ended and we want multiple opinions on it, we also do appreciate you guys wholeheartedly just as much as we appreciate one another. So don't ever get that misconstrued.
Yeah, that's 100 without a
Forward,
doubt.
bro.
Yeah, because without you guys, there wouldn't be nothing. Me.
Yep. It goes beyond just
if
us.
there wasn't
It
11
goes
people
into
in
y'all
here
as well.
watching, who would be in here watching? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
Talking
saying.
to us,
I'll still be talking shit.
Even if it was one, who would be that one?
Be talking shit.
1, 10, 11, 31, 101.
Exactly.
The love is the same.
No, that's a good point. A lot of the streamers I know worry about their views a lot. I'm one of those that I tend to not even try not to look at the views because I try to treat one person as a million. I always try to every stream I see if I have 2 people, I'm putting on a show for those 2 people. That's I try to make the best out of it.
Yeah.
And I feel like you guys, like all of you, actually keep up with chat. I don't know how you guys do that.
It's
I
just-
try.
I don't.
It's so
I don't even,
organic
like,
sometimes.
I don't get it.
It was a
It
learning
is hard.
process because for
It
a
is
while,
hard.
Gabi was annoying with
my
that shit.
It was
God.
like he
overwhelming.
was so focused on his chat, but then he learned like,
Yeah.
all right, we all learn too because there's times. Listen, if I'm on the heater chat, eat a dick. I gotta get this done, baby.
Y'all know I'm gonna get back to
And then
y'all.
at the end, I always be like, I'm sorry. I zone the fuck out.
Go back to it.
And I go back and then I'll read.
Like that.
And it is hard, but usually you gotta do it when you die. Like if I
Yeah.
die,
Yeah.
because if I die now, I could
25 seconds. I
See,
bet.
like, see,
or
I,
disabled.
I feel like my mindset on that situation is just a little bit different. You're more like 70-30, 70 for the game, 30% chat, or 60-40, whatever. I'm more like
I
60-40,
fluctuate heavy.
60 chat, 40% game. I feel like I'm more like that.
So you gotta be 50-50.
Like I feel like it's hard to be 50-50 because when you're being 50-50, sometimes you get in a situation in the game, and this is what I mean. If your chat is popping, like this shit's popping, if we're not constantly focused on that, and you spend 5-10 minutes on the game because you're like, and it's so crazy, yo, you don't miss mad shit. And all those comments that people that they're expecting you to read and respond. So half the time, bro, when I start focusing on the game, I would literally have to go and scroll up my chat just to catch up on all this shit. So I was like, you know what? People are here to talk to me and ask me questions and this.
But I
That's
have an
he's looking at it
idea.
one-sided.
But I have
They're
an
really
idea
here to
to
watch
your-
you play
to
the
your
game. son.
thing.
But
Why can't you have a person in the back reading everything while you play, and then when you die, just be like, yo, who texted da, and the person tells you this person, this person, this person?
I don't have that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
You
but
don't have that,
if I
yeah.
did,
Yeah.
she would be sitting right next to me
Yeah.
all the time I stream.
That's why when we do events, that's how we do it.
Yeah.
So that I'm
And
able
but
to help.
when we do
with
events,
that.
we literally have to like schedule
Yeah.
babysitters and all this stuff. Like
Oh, yeah,
when
hard
when I was streaming, I literally made a deal with my parents to just watch them for those 3-4 hours in the morning every time,
Yeah.
so I can go stream. But that's just my parents are old. That's too
Yeah.
much on them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now I'm just like, yo, listen.
Yeah.
It's either I do this at 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, so I can still spend some time with her when she gets home, or I don't do it at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of where it's at right now.
Yeah.
The thing with that though is like, how long are you in a gun battle? Like, let's say we're talking about Rebirth. Now how long are you in a gun battle? Gun battles only last like what? It's 4 people, not even 30 seconds, a minute. That you're in one battle.
Mm-hmm.
Now then it gets dead for a while, and then dude, you have like 3 whole minutes where you can just talk to chat. Now my thing is, it's if we just dropped, you know, cool, like it's hot. You stop talking to chat for like 2 seconds, cool. We get done with the fight, then you could pop in chat, scroll up, talk, whatever, talk all you want. But then as soon as I'm like, yo, somebody shot at me, that I expect like you have the headset on. It's not like you can't hear us. So like you have the headset on and you're like, oh okay, all right, chat, hold up, give me a sec. You run up, help us out, and then when it's over, chat back to it. I don't care. You can talk all you want.
Question to what you're saying though.
Right. Go ahead.
All right. So you're saying you can hear us.
Yeah.
Do you have, when you use your stream deck on your thing, do the alerts go off in your headphones?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're talking to chat now and you're like, yo, let's go, thank you for the 100 stars, bam, 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 you got the music playing, and you go and buy a UAV, and you're like, I'm pushing on this person, I'm pushing on a person, I'm pushing on a person, while I'm sitting here screaming at chat, let's go, thank you, let's go, blah, blah, blah. You expect me to just immediately be like, drop all that to go follow the UAV push that you're saying, hey, I yelled 5 times in chat that I'm pushing. That's why I focus 60-40.
But
They're there to chat with me, talk with me, da, da, da.
Listen, though.
Listen, I'm not a professional player.
Right.
I'm here to have fun. There's gonna be times where I sit here and I do give 70% focus on the game, and that's when you see really good gameplay. You know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 it's happening. And I go, chat, did you see that? Somebody clip that, somebody clip that. That's when it happens. But majority of the time, you're talking to me and I'm talking to you, and we're sitting here laughing and joking like, yo, that's it, yo, that's it. And that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying?
I think-
And I feel like that's what you really want to focus your time on, in reality. Unless you're going to sit here and focus, I'm going to be a professional Call of Duty player. You're just here to see my gameplay and nothing else.
but then
We're not here to do
Yeah,
that.
but-
We're here to have fun with you guys.
But we should save this for the streamers episode.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is a great
Yeah.
conversation for that.
Yeah, I'm going to put us on pause.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's get back to the topic. Cause
You're whack, you're whack.
Oh, hit them
We got a little
comments.
carried away. We got a little
yeah,
carried away.
look.
We got a little carried away.
And cut. No, I'm just kidding.
You got any comments in there, before I get into topic number 2?
Well, you could, I mean, because leadership is ingrained. That is out of pocket, and the army cannot win without soldiers. You will never win with 100 generals. Now, a couple generals and a lot more soldiers, better chances. Leaders with roles and communication is key at anything. I'll be back in a few. Gonna go paint with the girls.
Appreciate it,
Okay.
Kev. Appreciate it, Kev. All right. So, my second topic. We all know, obviously, the state that America and the world is in with COVID and everything like that. We also know that what all these athletes are going through as far as having to get vaccinated to play, playing part-time, depending what team they play for, and state mandates, things of that nature. So with that being said, the other night, Kyrie Irving of the Brooklyn Nets, who's recently been allowed to play part-time in road games for the Nets, not at-home games due to state mandates and public spacing in New York, he had a back and forth with a reporter in regards to his vaccination status. Now, the reason he had the back and forth with this reporter is because Kevin Durant, who is one of the best, if not the best player in the league, is out 4 to 6 weeks with an injury. Now, Kyrie Irving playing part-time, obviously, that could be looked at both ways, being detrimental to the team, not being full-time. This reporter wanted to know more on his vaccination status and pretty much wanted to get more clarity and was talking to him in a sense as if he needed to change his decision. In which Kyrie Irving stated he is rooted in his decision. He has always been rooted, but he fully respects and supports everybody else in their own. He's an athlete and he understands the job that he has to do, but he wants to be understood as a person. The reporter wanted to speak more on it and pretty much asked him, so for the state of the team, getting vaccinated is not something you should do. You think it's not something you should do. Again, kind of disregarding Kyrie Irving's stance as a human, putting more so his stance as an athlete in the forefront. Reporter also then said before the interview was done that you are one of the most famous unvaccinated players.
Okay,
Kyrie Irving then responded with, I feel like as much as I like the fame is socially created. What does the statement you're saying even mean?
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter if
I'm
I'm one of the most famous what does that even
How is that
matter?
even a
If I was a
statistic?
normal or
Why is that even a statistic?
So what are y'all
It's
thoughts
so
on how
stupid. It's media.
athletes are being
Media.
treated versus how the regular person in America or in the world is being treated during this stance? I feel like personally it was disrespectful towards him.
Mhm.
Like
It's
Absolutely.
absolutely.
he's reporting to work like we report to work for a 9 to 5, 10 to 6,
Absolutely.
And
12 to
It's a
10,
job.
whatever the case
And they're-
may
yeah.
be.
They're mandating
You know?
it for that too.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's not being treated no different.
No.
I mean, he's just showing you how America really is. Essentially, well, your team needs you, so go against what you feel is your better judgment. Oh shit, women could choose what to do with your body, but since you're an athlete and we pay you, you can't.
Here we go.
Here we go. That's gonna get thrown in there all the time. That shit gonna get thrown in there all the time.
Thoughts, Yami? Thoughts on that?
That shit left me stumped. I forgot my
Well,
Yo, when you was mentioning it, it was like this. Then now it's like this.
Yo,
That shit just a lit flame. That shit ain't never going away.
I
Yeah,
feel
but
like
it's-
I would probably be mean and rude because I feel like Kyrie is a fucking Gemini. But I'll figure that out. But I just feel like because I would be rude back. I would be like, yo, first of all, you're violating my fucking HIPAA law, bitch. Don't ask me. Don't ask me unless you want to get sued. That's just how I feel. Like, it's cool at first. I already told you what it was. Don't ask me no more. That's it.
Mhm.
That's it. I'm not changing my mind. Leave me alone.
it's peer pressure.
Yeah, and
It
you know
is.
what
That's
it
what it
is
is.
too? I feel like everybody's looking at these like famous people to be vaccinated. Oh my god, these famous people being vaccinated because they want society to go with it. They're trying to make them the leaders so we can be
Yeah,
the sheep
media.
and
It's a media
go
fucking
with it.
subliminal mind
It's not
control
working.
kind of
he's
thing.
fighting
It
for
is.
his rights, so
Right.
they're trying to shame him
Mm-hmm.
for that. Like, how disrespectful is that? That
Petty
you're
are
coming
you for that?
at me talking about you're the most
Right.
famous
And
unvaccinated
you know what's
player?
so sad?
Disrespectful.
You know what's so
Don't touch
sad?
him.
That's gonna happen every fucking time.
Yeah.
Yo, my
That's what's so sad. And he's
Yeah.
not supposed to be angry. And he's not supposed to be this. And he's not supposed to be that.
I feel like I wouldn't answer those questions.
He's
I
supposed
would
to love
sit
his
there like,
job. Like,
He's gonna
Next
get
question.
fined every time.
Next
I'd have been like,
question.
your mama love this unvaccinated dick, though.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Asshole.
They
Scrap, what
could
you
do that
think?
though. I mean, even though
Yo, listen. This. Go ahead.
even though like they're supposed to talk to the media and they're supposed to talk to reporters, he can actually choose not to answer a question.
Yeah,
He
I
could
walk
get him
off.
removed, too.
You could just walk
He
off.
could have got him removed. He could have been like, remove him.
yeah.
Wait,
he
is
has
it Zoom?
that. He has that voice.
No, it was
In person?
in person.
Yeah, yo, get him the fuck out of here, for I'll hit him.
Yeah, he
But
has
the
that
problem
voice.
is, the problem is,
I'm
I
sorry.
feel like they're gonna come for him every fucking
criticize him
time.
even
Exactly.
harder.
And not only that, they're gonna start finding him for just dumb shit.
Listen.
Any
Watch.
little thing at that point, yeah.
That's
At
right.
this point,
Because how it is with these teams
they're gonna make
is
it hard.
star players or the player of the game who isn't a star player is mandated for an interview. The
Right.
star players on that team right now with Kevin Durant being injured are James Harden and Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving.
So every road game that the Brooklyn Nets win, they're gonna pluck Kyrie Irving for an interview.
Okay.
He's gonna have to watch what he says, or if not, he's gonna have to get fined.
No.
But he can also be dismissive
The
as
blu-
well.
the
Like
Yeah.
you guys
blueprint
said.
was laid. I'm just here
Yep,
so I don't
the
get
blueprint
fined.
was laid.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yep.
That's right.
I'm-
Yep.
He didn't get fined after that. Technically,
Yep.
I
He
have
didn't answer
you.
the question.
I'm answering the question. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's it.
I'm just here.
I'm just here trying to get
But then
fined.
again, they could since he's also answering the same answer every time, they could also see it as like a protest or like him going against the NBA.
No, listen.
Listen.
I'm just here.
Yeah.
So I'll switch it up. I'm just here so they don't take my change. I'm just here so they don't take my paper. I'm just here so they don't dip in these pockets. I can switch it up.
Right.
Me no one no
Penalize.
I'll go up there and sound like an
No
idiot.
chavo, no.
I'm not sure.
Chavo.
I'm not sure how to answer that question right now.
Yeah.
I don't understand the perception you're coming from.
Right. Okay.
Or I
I'm
could just,
not at liberty to discuss that.
Yeah.
I'll
At
make
this
him
point,
feel.
I don't want to talk about that at that time.
I'll make him
Right.
feel
I'll
like
deflect everything. I will professionally
Right.
deflect everything.
Yeah.
Listen,
Find me for being dismissive in the proper way, and
Kyrie got mental
Watch
health
how we go.
issues, right?
He's that
Answer
Matrix?
like that, it'd be hard to
He got mental health issues, right?
Mhm.
Know what I would say? But when you ask me that question, sir, it really
triggers
does
me.
strain on my mental health, and it triggers me.
mm-hmm.
It puts this mental strain on me, and then it
can
makes me
ride that shit.
it makes me feel like
Facts.
I'm not gonna be.
You know what? Like,
I'm not gonna
I
be
can't even
100%
answer
for
any
my
more questions.
team
So that could be a
because now
realist
every
story.
time I'm
Yeah.
here, I get PTSD,
Yeah.
and if I overreact and I
Right.
come over there or I say the wrong thing, I'm gonna be fine
and
and
I'm
I
out of
can't
pocket
play.
25, 50K.
So you're talking
Like-
about me being a star player, but now my mental health is being attacked. So the more you do this, the more liable I am to snap, or even
I'm a star. Talk to me like
I'm gonna
one.
quote a
Simple
wise
as
man.
that.
That's facts.
I'm gonna quote a wise man that always pops in my stream. Dry hump until it burns.
Yep.
You gotta ride the wave. That's it. Niggas gonna be still announcing it. I'm still burn, baby. I just think I feel like athletes are just highly paid slaves. That's how they view them. That's what makes me upset. I mean, we're all slaves because you go to work, niggas think that they can tell you what to do. But, nigga, I'm gonna do what I want.
You smack the shit.
I could be wrong. I just have a good question because I could be wrong. I don't really watch sports like that. But wasn't Aaron Rodgers out of like one game and then got back to it?
The nigga lied about the vaccine,
I know.
and they don't say nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's right. You mentioned that to me.
I know.
He literally was,
I
yeah,
know.
I'm vaccinated. Nigga ain't get the vaccine.
Yeah.
Nigga, he missed the game because he did catch COVID. Came back, niggas ain't say nothing to
Said
the
he got
cracker.
like some sort of like a booster or some shit like that.
You don't get a
I don't
booster.
know,
It's
like-
either
If you
you
don't
get
get the
vaccinated
vaccine.
or not.
I don't know. I really
Yeah,
don't.
Bobby,
Yeah.
you no shot? No shot.
That's this.
Bobby.
That's it.
That's
That's it.
it.
No.
Or that.
That's
Puppy no
Yeah.
shot.
That's this. That's what that is. That's
but-
bad.
But look at
That ain't nothing.
AB
No, that's that.
Antonio Brown, then got suspended 3 games.
Because his
Because
chef snitched on him for having a fake vaccination
But the
card.
same thing Rodgers did lie. The black man 3 games, no pay.
Because
He
of
ain't get the
that.
job. Bobby no shot.
You see?
Exactly.
You see me?
Is that why
Exactly.
This man went out. Yo, the
Huh?
shit is.
Is that
Yo,
why he's so fucking
Antonio Brown went above and beyond. He was like, yo, I got the fake card. So Rodgers was just going around telling people,
But
like,
it
yeah, I'm
wasn't.
vaccinated.
But it wasn't proven though. It
This
wasn't
man
proven.
had the actual.
It was not proven that it was fake though. That's the
Like-
thing. They never proved that his vaccine card was fake.
And to even go with that, they just went off a word. And
He
to
wasn't
even go with
winning
that,
no games. He was like, you ain't gonna let me inside this restaurant? Look at this card, baby.
I'm vaccinated. I got
Yo, it's a hall pass card from Durham back in 05.
No.
Can I use the
way.
bathroom?
Nah.
See. look, he still got his hall pass
He
card.
had the whole fake card,
Nah, the hall
yo.
pass had me,
And even then, like,
had me rolling, bro.
Can you imagine that shit?
I mean, it's
I
true.
feel like doing that shit though. I feel like if all these fucking shits really applies to being a human being, you should just have your own rights. Period. So like,
You shouldn't even
there
have
should be
to.
no mandates. There should be no.
There is no mandate.
But what I'm
They
saying
take
is
it
like,
away,
in this
right?
whole,
Yes.
it should be none of that shit. Like, or even like talk of that. Like, you should just have your own choice whether you want to get the vaccine or not, whatever. So like him being that, and they're like, oh, bombarding him like, how do you feel being the only famous person on in the NBA not being
Oh
vaccinated?
no, but I felt great. Wonderful.
Shit like
But
that
then
is just
that
like
was fine.
shit like that should be
Well,
mentioned. It should just be.
It should be.
Why is that even a conversation?
It should be
of
strictly
He
topics?
should have
spaced
he
off
should
the
have
beginning.
his facts. The Supreme Court stopped the Biden administration from enforcing employers to require the COVID vaccine and mandatory testing.
Yeah.
Period.
My body, my
My
choice.
rights. Exactly. My body, my. Exactly. That's all I gotta say.
I got
Okay.
you, my boy.
Poppy no shot.
Bobby no shot.
Poppy no
Bobby no
shot.
shot.
Yo, puppy no shot is crazy.
All right. Larry said AB produced fake cards. Bro, they never proved the card was fake. That's my issue. And regardless, if Aaron Rodgers had a fake card, nothing's happening.
Aaron
You
Rodgers
just said it.
it.
AR is the fake. First of all, let's not act like AB when he's on the field isn't that nigga at wide receiver. So
But he's
he
not
could.
that nigga
It's
for the
because
NFL.
his skin is too dark,
That's what I'm
so they
saying.
don't let him be the face of the NFL. He can easily be. His production is amazing, but of course. Fake card. I don't care. Aaron Rodgers had a whole commercial about the vaccine. Poppy no shot.
I'm more concerned. I'm more concerned with AB had to produce a card that they found was fake, and Rodgers just said
Why
it.
you
No,
like
but again, they never proved that it
That's
was fake.
like-
It wasn't fake. It wasn't fake until the chef said it was.
Yeah. Yo, if it was,
It was the most legit. But that card could have came from the motherfucking Board of Health its fucking self, and that card was good until his chef said, "Nah, it might be fake."
Are you
I actually had to.
he's vaccinated. Yo, my nigga, this is a school pass, my
Yo,
nigga.
clap for him.
a lunch ticket?
He got the lunch.
I could make that shit on Photoshop.
But like, how do they know?
Yo, Poppy no shot. That's it.
No, Poppy Z shot right here.
Poppy shot.
It's regular paper. Bro.
Exactly.
Yo,
There's
I
no-
could make
Nah,
that
they don't
shit.
scan it.
It says CDC. CD's nuts, nigga. No.
Damn, I've never taken this out ever since I got
Poor
it.
shot, yo. We
Ever.
got shots in
For
that.
no reason.
No, hell no.
Gabi, Poppy no shot.
I don't know, bro. I don't know why you need it anyways. Like, I've never pulled it out. Ever.
Let me say this, right? Let me say this, right? I'm gonna just make it simple.
He volunteered.
You not
that
you not. I'm just gonna say this, right? Niggas be like, oh, you're not supposed to ask
Because you're
about
gay.
someone having a shot, right?
Oh, okay.
About someone having a shot. You're not supposed to ask. So my thing is, if it's my body, my choice, right? Again, if you ask me and I smack dog shit out you, that should be allowed. Because you're literally invading my personal space with that dumbass fucking question.
He's so aggressive. on
No,
it.
it's true though. Think no, you gotta really think. This
All the
nigga,
time.
this nigga Kyrie really has mental
Always
issues.
on go.
He has
no
mental.
matter what time it is.
Nah,
Baby
I'll
shower,
wake up.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Baby,
a baby
old
shower.
lady.
Everybody gotta get smacked.
Nigga.
No, everything with Lamar
That's a
go
respect
left
thing,
real
though.
quick. Like he go
Because-
from 0 to 100. Like
Everything we
Oh,
talk
yeah,
about is
100.
deep though. If you think about it, we talk about deep shit
It's a
though.
respect thing, though.
Yeah.
It's like,
it is.
It's like.
It is.
Take a
Now,
shot.
it's kind
Poppy
of
no
like.
shot.
Poppy,
Bro, it's kind of like. Why would you ask somebody, like, let's say somebody had cancer, why would you go up to them and be like, yo, you go through leukemia, you got cancer? Like,
How's your cancer
how's your
treatment
cancer
going?
treatment
Treatment
going? Like,
going?
right.
Yeah, those are like
Did you lose
awkward
all your hair
questions.
yet?
That's
Yeah,
just-
like you would
Yeah,
never
those are
Did
like
you lose your
awkward,
eyebrow?
those are
Like,
awkward questions to
what?
ask. So it's like,
Yeah,
why
don't-
does it make COVID okay?
It should
You
be
know
like
what
Are
I'm
you
saying?
able to
Like-
have an appetite?
I-
Did
I-
you lose weight?
And it's not. It's under. We
Like,
understand
all
the
those
state
questions
we're in.
are like, what?
But
Like,
it's
are you
like,
serious? Like, what the fuck?
I don't want nobody looking at me like a puppy dog. Like this. You got vaccinated?
nah, yo, nah.
Once or
This is-
twice.
So
Got
this
a
is
booster?
this is what we
No.
should do,
Or-
right?
no.
I'm gonna get a
Yeah.
GoPro and I'm
Check
just
it.
gonna go around everybody I see without a mask. Poppy, you got shot? That's what I'm asking.
Poppy
Poppy got
got
shot?
shot?
Let me see.
Poppy
Let me
got
see.
shot?
Poppy got
Let me
shot?
see.
I'll be like,
That little-
Poppy do got shot.
So mira la tarjeta. Papi got shot.
La
Let me see.
tarjeta.
Nah, that's tough. That's
Calvin actually got a good discussion that.
Oh, you want me to bring it
Oh,
up?
this is
Okay.
disgusting.
Alright, so
Listen.
I was actually on social media a couple, like 2 days ago, and I came across this picture of a girl that everybody kept posting. And I did my research, asked my boys. My boys normally know a lot of the stuff going around. And they actually sent me the link. And I seen the video, and it's kind of, it's a hygiene
It's a little
thing.
graphic.
Yeah, it's a little graphic. So the
Nick.
video entails
Nick the Wild Man.
a guy and a girl having sexual intercourse, right? And as the guy is
What up,
going
bro?
in and he pulls it out, there's actually maggots, worms in the girl's vagina.
How does that
Okay.
happen?
Okay.
How's that happen?
I'm gonna tell you how that happens because
Poppy no shot.
I worked in a hospital and this happened before.
Are you serious?
Yes.
No.
That means that they put something edible up there,
Wasn't I
like
saying
That's
that?
what we said.
like
Was I saying that?
like a carrot,
Well, she nasty, nasty.
and then it possibly got stuck there, or a piece got stuck, and it's old. It's going to rot.
But where do the maggots come from? A fly done flew up
It's
there.
stuck in there,
No.
nigga.
Yeah, but
Just like
The maggots
shit.
just form
They
out
form
of the rotten
off
food?
bacteria.
Do they really?
Hold on, time out.
I thought
Time out.
flies. I thought the maggots come from flies.
I don't know.
Maggot is the fly in the
But you
beginning.
can, but you can
It's
have
the larva.
you can-
Yeah,
But that means the
Bacteria.
fly has to go and lay an
nigga, how do you
egg.
get a worm, tapeworm inside you? Bacteria, correct? There you go,
Our
bro.
bodies
Don't
produce
think too much.
bacteria.
bro,
It's the
but
same
like,
way?
I'm not
First
talking,
off, how do you stick it in? You don't see nothing. You don't look.
bro.
You're supposed to tap it on the door.
No, no,
The smell
bro.
had to be disgusting.
Yeah, but Poppy, a lot of niggas don't
Yo.
care. A lot of niggas eat.
Yo, but
eat
think about
bloody
that.
turkey.
Maggots literally eat flesh. They eat rotten carcasses flesh. Like,
But it's her
Were they-
vagina is alive,
yeah, but would
Yeah.
they eat? What I'm
They
saying
probably
is,
were
were they
eating the
eating
inside.
her insides?
Do they do?
Bro,
right?
I don't. Dude,
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
How you
I don't
even
know. This
cleanse
is
that out?
weird.
How do
Yo,
you cleanse
she
that
got
out?
reverse herpes. She got
Flies
craters. She
come
don't got
from
bumps.
I
maggots.
know.
My-
But you gotta
my-
think about it. What's going on with her insides then?
Yeah,
My-
she could be
You know what I'm
dying,
saying?
bro.
What I'm saying is,
And
Were
eventually,
they
you
eating
can
her
have
alive?
an
Rotten
infection, and the
inside?
infection
That's what she
probably
thinks.
goes into
My-
your bloodstream.
My real
So
question.
then you
is-
develop sepsis. So it's just a whole
So y'all
Oh
sharing
my
this girl, she
God.
gonna end up dead. That's
can of
fucked up.
worms, literally.
The real question is, how do you let it get that bad? Because now
Listen.
you when I said it, you think it's something minor, like okay, maybe like a couple maggots. Came
No.
out. No, dude, like she
But that
spread
means-
that shit open, and there was like a fucking
But that means
infestation.
that's what Vanessa said. Then it's literally in her body now, in her stomach. You probably have to do surgery and clean her whole insides out.
Yeah, you're lucky if you don't
So
die.
like, and so this, but this is
honestly.
so you're saying a piece of food,
anything
got stuck
edible.
up in there and it
Yes.
went rotten.
Yes.
And the maggots just formed.
Yeah, hot dogs.
I could have swore maggots came from flies. I could be wrong.
Flies come from
From maggots.
maggots.
Yeah,
Flies
from
come from
maggots.
not the other way around.
No, nigga.
Okay.
Okay, but
It's like a caterpillar turns to a butterfly.
can we
Okay.
just think
Like-
about it from the human standpoint, like the pain that girl's probably going through? Like she's low key dying and she don't even know, or she knows and she's just scared or embarrassed or whatever the fuck is going on.
I don't think she's embarrassed. Because if she's letting another
Maybe
guy
she
go
didn't
in,
know.
Excuse me?
Maybe she
I
know
don't-
a
She
little
better be
carrot got
fucking
stuck
How
embarrassed.
do you
in
not
Okay,
feel
time
stuff
out.
crawling around
yeah,
inside
but if
you?
the guy's going in her, like
Do
if
they feel baby swim in them? No.
nah, that's different. That's different.
That's
Yo, but that's maggots. Like,
Yeah.
Again,
one
we
little
can't speak
drop
'cause
of
we
nut
don't know.
contains like
Because we
hundreds
don't
of
feel when we
thousands
get
of
tapeworms. When
kids.
people get tapeworms, you don't feel
You
it.
don't feel it.
So it's one of them things. Like I don't know. That's
Hell no. Them things are like wiggling around.
Do you ever watch
this
this?
nigga be like it's tremors and
I
shit.
don't-
You know what you should watch? It's I don't know if it's still like out there, but it's called Monsters That Live Inside Me.
I've seen it.
Okay,
Okay, so I think I've seen it too.
It's an actual show,
Monsters
it's a
That
good
Live
Netflix?
Inside.
Yeah.
No.
It used to be like on A&E or something like that, and it's like weird stories of like how people go like swimming in the Amazon, and all of a sudden like a fucking weird ass fucking like
Worm.
fish or worm goes inside your pee hole.
Oh yeah.
oh,
And, like,
yeah.
You got fish dick, nigga.
Right, and I seen that like some girl like she ate a salad and
That's
she developed some crazy like tapeworm that
Yeah.
was in from her salad and
Yeah.
it's like or shit that goes in your ear. Like
Yeah.
it's really possible.
Yeah,
I
I
saw
mean,
something that a guy got bit by, what was it, like a horse? Is it a horsefly? And he like bit it in the head and it left a laid an egg in there.
Oh, yeah.
And the maggot was like growing in his head and he started getting like this huge lump. They had to take
Ooh.
that out and it was like a huge like
They say that
thing.
at
I was
least
feeding on him.
I think
That's
like
fucking insane.
once a year, baby, I think it is, that the average human being gets like a spider inside their mouth or inside their ear.
You know
I
that
saw something like that too that also said that was a myth, so I don't know.
that actually happened
I
to
don't know
my
if that's
aunt.
actually true.
Yeah, it
But
happens.
I
An
think it's
actual
probably true
bug
because
went into her ear and she could hear like a buzzing. She had to go to the doctor. They had to take
Nigga, I'm
it
scared.
out.
Put the fucking hose to my ear. We getting this faggot out.
Suck it out.
now
Suck it
I
out.
believe that shit happens because
Suck it out.
yo,
Niggas is savage.
any point there's like these fucking insects get in anywhere. At one point you're just sitting there and you see a spider just fucking and you're like, how the fuck did it get in this fucking house to begin with? You know what I'm saying?
Brains go it like that.
So I could just imagine you're fucking sleeping for fucking 8-10 hours or whatever the case is, and
Nigga
fucking
drilling.
it's just calling all over you and saying your nose and your ears.
Yo, that's
I can
crazy.
imagine. But like I said, I also did
Clip
see
it,
something
clip
and said that's just a myth.
My
Yeah.
So,
flip
who
shit
knows?
don't work
Who
either.
knows?
I don't know.
You know.
There's so much
What?
shit that's like that people think is real and is actually fake.
After Calvin says what he got to say, I'm gonna read some comments.
To add on to it, the guy kept going.
Yes.
Like-
All right.
And he pulled out the phone.
All right, I'd have shot this. You know what?
No, the dude was the one recording it.
That's
Yeah,
nasty.
the
That's
dude was
some
the
kind of fetish.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's what I said. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
That's some kind of
Okay.
type of
I
bestiality.
I told her, I was like, man, what if this was done purposely? I was like, this sounds like it had to be done purposely, because how else would you not know that?
Nah,
That
I'm just
nigga
saying,
agreed. He
the moment-
agreed to get the maggots
right
out.
The moment she took off her panties, that shit would have been like, woo!
That's what I said. You gonna smell that shit right from
Bitch,
the
you
door.
bitch! That guy.
I'll call you the Uber.
All right, Larry said, "Yo, you getting enough sleep? You be on go like me." I'm just always on go, unfortunately. Matt, everyone has a right to ask. If you don't ask, and you have COVID and I haven't yet had it, then I'm exposing my children. I agree. Nick the Wild Man. Yo, Ozzy, everyone has a right to know. I agree. What's up, Nick? Damn, Kelvin, you nasty, haha, talking about sandpaper Sally. Flies come from maggots, the smell alone? She must have been McLovin. Oh my God. How you not smell that, Pop said? How would she let it get that far, though?
Yo.
So once you put, and like carrot makes sense. I could see a carrot breaking off pretty easily. But then if it breaks, if I was a female,
You're gonna be
How would
looking
you not
at
see
I'm
it?
running. I'm running to the hospital.
Yeah,
No. Listen, yeah, I was being a little dirty bitch. Carrot broke off of my vagina. Can you help me out? I'm not. I don't understand it. But
I thought it could
Listen,
be but I
she-
was going a little rough.
listen, she knew, because if not, she'd get more life problems. It's called Kinderoo.
Oh, that's a real thing?
I don't know. I'm just telling you
Yo,
what-
that's what we were just saying. I was
Fucking
just,
fetish.
I was like,
Yeah,
maybe
it could be
they were
fetish.
doing this on
It
purpose.
could be. I'm not. Listen, don't put it viral. I don't need to see that.
Wasn't it like some weird ass country they were doing this anyway?
Yeah,
Language?
it was a weird language.
It wasn't.
I don't
It
know
wasn't
what it was.
here. They weren't speaking English, so it's some
I
shit
don't
they
know.
probably do.
Over there.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is their
Osteoporosis?
porno version of porn.
Can I ask you a question,
You know what I'm saying?
Kelvin?
Like,
What was the title of this video?
Ah,
'Cause I want to know.
well, but you gotta understand that he got the clipped non-original video.
Well, they he don't got it no more.
This was
took
probably
it.
yeah,
like
they
by
took
the
it
time
off.
they got to him, it
This
probably
is-
touched a million
Was it on like
fucking
Facebook?
people's
That's
fucking
the girl.
fingertips on the website.
I know. That's why I asked you. Is she like trans or something?
and
Her face looked.
I
fucked up.
don't. If you could translate that in Google,
I'm
Google
sorry.
Translate 10-0, whatever the fuck that shit says.
Yeah.
That nigga, Diddy, the nigga zoomed in on the breast.
Hey yo,
I'm snitching.
chill out. I'm not trying to get swallowed, bro.
Oh no.
She crazy,
Look,
low-key.
look.
King Deer, what is it?
Read that. Whatever that
Oh,
word is.
Kendra is the thing that swims in your pee hole. Matt said, "Do you have osteoporosis? Because you're giving me a serious bone condition." Yeah, it lives in the Amazon. See, but I heard of that if you swim in the Amazon, I know if you, especially they say if you pee in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
They
can.
say if
Those
you
are-
pee the water, it'll definitely swim.
Tracks your
Shit.
stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Are you
crazy.
serious?
Yeah.
That easy?
I was scared to go tubing in the Lehigh.
It's a real little fucking thing.
Scary stuff, guys.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah, my shit,
You
bro.
heard? That mean- you mean
That's tough.
one go up there, you go back and pee again? Come on, give me another one. Give me another one. I need another one.
That shit
Nah,
kind of feel nice.
Yeah, but
That's-
that's
You got a top.
why is it swim up there to begin with is another question.
Oh, the warmness,
Bro.
maybe.
Who were you talking to?
You said what?
The warmness.
Because you're pissing, they
Maybe this warm.
Bro, sometimes.
It's warmer than
He said,
it's warmer
yeah,
than
This
Sometimes-
nigga, you can't say anything logical to this bitch ass nigga because this nigga right away.
I mean, I think I'm gonna be safe.
No, what I'm saying is that is something else. Like,
Oh, I
if
thought you
that's
meant
the
like
case,
it's gotta be so.
Larry,
That's
Larry
great,
said
that's
ask
something else,
any
like, yeah.
Vietnam
Up the
vet.
screen though, bro, like,
shit.
I don't know, bro. That's crazy.
First of all,
That's-
that's why I don't go in water unless I can see completely, nigga. Can you just imagine the water? You sitting there, you go home, you be like, it's official! So I'm crazy. You pass out, nigga. Pass out. Now you got a concussion and fish dick.
Nah, and now I'm really done, nigga.
I would
fish
go
dick.
to Amazon.
I ain't
water.
waking up, nigga.
Or like the ocean, like maybe some parts of it, but like Amazon water, I won't go. But fresh water, then you're okay. Fresh
I think
water,
I'm
you're
safe.
okay. Even if
He
it's
said
dark.
Amazon water. The crocodile gonna get you before anything else.
Amazon water, I ain't
Oh,
going
it's a
swimming
crack
in
in there.
I ain't going swimming in there.
I'm saying.
But
I'ma
if
show
you're
you
gonna go
Steve
swimming
Irving
in
Jr.
like just fresh river water or lake water in the that's fine. You ain't, then nothing's gonna harm you.
Nah, it'd be
You know what I'm
I
saying?
think I'm safe.
Ain't no piranha. He said, nah, they piranhas. They gonna nibble on your toes. Ain't no piranhas. The piranhas on the Amazon for sure.
Man,
They
you
ain't
go
out
swimming,
here.
you come out, no dick.
All right, peeps. I have 100 duties to attend to. Have a great stream and stay humble. Ozzy, we appreciate you.
Yeah,
Thank
love
you
you,
for
dog.
stopping by.
Bye.
Easy,
Bye,
Froggy.
Elaine.
You sexy something, bitch. Then that's why niggas in the jungle they cover their nuts. Yeah, I would cover my ball sack too with coconuts if I lived out that motherfucker. I'll tell you that much. That's out of pocket.
Bro, I heard the Amazon's so dangerous that even if you wet your feet, you need to like dry your shits right
Oh
away.
yeah, you could.
'Cause you
Is it really that?
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
bacteria
You
in the
can
water?
develop an infection on your
Yeah.
feet.
From the
so-
water?
You can't
even bro,
do
even if you
anything.
have like a small cut, because think about it, bro. If you like, let's say you have.
Oh,
fungus
see,
and
say
shit,
that.
Oh, well,
Cut.
you know what?
Yeah.
See, that they should have led with that.
No. But like wetness on your feet.
Yeah, but like even
Like if
wetness,
you leave your feet wet for too long, like because it's a jungle, so it's wet. If you leave your feet too wet, it will eventually.
Are you saying like because it's just there it's
The moisture.
just so much moist?
You
Yeah,
get
the
some type of
moisture.
fungi
Okay.
probably on your feet.
Yeah, it develops
But-
bacteria and all that.
Nigga
even
gonna
with a
have
cut, bro, like
fish
if-
dick and
anything.
mossy feet.
Yo,
What the
but
fuck?
that
I ain't
Amazon
fucking-
water probably can't be too clean, right?
No.
Hell no. All them
Nah.
fucking animals in there
I
and
don't
shit.
think
It
any
can't be
clean at
water
all.
is really clean, nigga.
I wouldn't even go in the forest. Are you
There's
crazy?
some waters that's
No,
clean
unless I have
than
a
others,
like
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
shotgun or something.
There's just some waters.
That's what.
What are you talking?
But
Yo,
but like
the
think about
ocean is filled with whale sperm. How clean is that, my nigga?
Damn, it's filled with all types of
Yo.
shit.
You just-
Not sense.
Just
It's
so fast,
not
man.
because you know why? Because the niggas like, nah, they ain't. No, it's not. All the water is dirty. You're going into animal's
Like-
habitat where they shit and piss and
Yeah.
fuck.
Like you know when
Yeah.
you go like
You know when you swallow
And
all
the
that salt water,
you
I'm like,
get a little water
You're
in
like,
your mouth.
"Whoa,
and then
pregnant." my mouth is pregnant.
That's
now.
why everybody want to be swimming in the
Yeah,
ocean.
we all
and
get it.
they want to act impressive when they swim underwater with their eyes open. Go ahead, that's you.
Nope.
You caught a whole.
Yeah,
you
not
caught
yet.
a
They be
whole-
like-
caught a whole whale child to your
They be
right
like, a whole
eyeball and shit
facial.
Like
They be
that.
like, Lamont, you going under?
Talk about, it's foggy here. I wonder why. You just took a
I don't
whole
go
shot,
past
took
the
a
waist,
squeeze out of the eyeball.
baby.
I'm like,
Waves
what?
start coming, I start moving in. I don't like this shit. This shit
That
is
shit,
weird.
that wave looked too
Every
big.
time the
water
wave hit
splash
you
on
was
your
a
lips
facial.
once.
Wield it.
Niggas come out the water. I can swim with my eyes open. Yeah, you
Will
just
think
also
it's
took
crazy,
two
bro.
facials
They be
from
like-
a male whale, you motherfucker.
They be like, yo,
Right.
why Lamont go in the water with a fresh bottle of water all the time? Got clean off, my nigga. You got me chopped, son. I'm just saying.
All right, next topic. I got nothing else.
You want to do the one you had, or you just going to use the one you did?
Which one's not happy?
About the school?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
that
good one. That's a good one.
Oh.
I said, how do you guys feel about the school curriculum? Like, what are they teaching your kids? Do you,
Ain't teaching
yo,
them shit.
just think about when you went to school,
Ain't teaching them shit.
what you learned, your history, all that stuff,
What
and now what
history?
you actually know today.
What history?
What history?
Because I remember.
That's exactly my point.
Because I
White
remember.
history
'cause
is
I
exactly my point.
remember when I went to school, they showed a guy and there's a pyramid behind his back, and he was white with blue eyes.
Yeah, that's what they say
Nigga,
Jesus
where?
looked like.
Where?
Where
No,
you
they
did.
don't teach you the right stuff, and
Yo,
they're not
you
going
ain't
to.
never. I mean, you might find a tourist out there with blonde hair and blue eyes with the fucking pyramid behind his back, but you ain't gonna find no natural born motherfucking out there.
No.
You know,
Them motherfuckers all got them. I mean, they got their whole shit on. They desert people. They're desert people that live out there.
You just said sand niggas.
Sand. They fucking Star Wars sand people out there. Nah, yo, listen. Just think about that though. Like,
Mhm.
nah.
Again,
No.
go
They're
ahead.
not.
I think they should teach kids things that are going to help them in the future. Like, I feel like there's a lot of things that they don't teach you in school that you need to know when you get out of school. Like, credit.
Mhm.
Keeping good credit. Fixing your credit.
Financials.
You know, financial. How to stay.
Counting,
Budgeting and all of that stuff.
that
You know, trades for you to do during school. Like, you know, things like that you just basic things that you need in your adult life that, you know, a lot of this, like, you don't
Yeah.
really sit there and do, like, 2 squared is fucking this. Like,
You
Yeah.
do that naturally.
On them.
I guess with the schooling and all that math thing, like that, you learn to figure out. You learn different ways instead of learning it through school. Like you learn different ways to achieve what you want to do. I feel like school doesn't really teach you much.
It's a waste of
The-
time.
the-
They're there to
the-
brainwash
The
you.
point I'm making is school teaches you a bunch of lies.
The school system is
Yeah.
to set you back in low income areas.
Yes.
You think. Listen, I knew for a fact, Dave. You go to Northampton and shit. You go to Whitehall. The curriculum
It's different.
is way ahead, and it's different from Allentown. Guaranteed. When we transferred over, they basically told me like, your daughter don't know how to read, and I'm like, over there she was like above, and he's like, nah, she's like a little below. And then my daughter had it. I was like, well, listen, it's not your fault, but you gotta
You have
step it
to
up.
step it up,
She
yeah.
stepped it up.
Yeah.
That's why I said like, looking for cribs
But-
and shit.
but
That's
that's
why
how
I
it
always
works.
try not to.
She was
go downtown.
at first she wasn't surrounded by that environment,
No.
and this is what I'm saying. Like this curriculum is not the same as
It's not.
No.
It's not.
now that she's surrounded in a different environment.
Mhm.
It's like a whole new world. Like
But
what?
you know what, too?
The
Part
fuck?
of it also is location. No offense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Location, because Allentown School District, no offense,
Horrible.
it sucks.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't care.
They-
Right, they
Where
don't
we
care. But we're in Whitehall.
Whitehall.
So therefore, like, it's
White.
the way that it's
This is
set
Whitehall
up.
territory.
It's it's completely
White.
different. I have an app. It's called Seesaw, and it's kind of like a Facebook app. And I
They
see,
messages.
yeah,
Everything.
the teacher. She sends me messages on there, and she takes pictures of the kids and
Yep.
what they're doing and everything.
They draw
And she
a picture.
puts pictures
Listen.
of like their activities that they do in school. And every day, how they have like a special day, like it's music or art, whatever. She sends the weekly schedule, and
We want to move so bad. Like, our son's going to go to school, to kindergarten in September. Because it's
Yeah, I hate
kindergarten.
It, bro.
And let me tell you, I want to get out of Allentown so bad because the Allentown School District wants your kid to grow up to stay in the hood. We don't
It's
want
set up
that.
like that.
And I don't want my kids to grow up in a school that's setting them up to fail.
yeah,
That you're failing my kids. You're not teaching them what they need to learn.
yeah.
Like, no.
That's America, baby.
No.
America.
I guess out of
No.
all of us, I'm the most recent one out of school.
Yeah.
And I'm the youngin. Yeah. So I guess
20 years already.
I guess to your point, they
Everybody
really
got
don't teach.
offended
like I
about
said.
that shit.
To your point, they don't really teach anything. And if the historical thing that you were pointing out as, my teacher once told me, he was like, history is written by the winner. Like, you really don't really know what happened in history. The only thing you know, the only thing you know is what the winner wrote.
Mind opening.
Can we please put a
That's mind opening.
That's a
Wow. I don't know why. Got me impressed not once last week.
And another,
You were in charge of it last week.
Yo, you were supposed to do it, babe.
I sat here, you sat there, and I told you, if you gonna sit here,
Her body, her choice, nigga.
and another thing.
No.
I didn't feel
hold
like
on,
moving
let
my
Calvin finish.
hand and pressing those buttons with my fingers.
Let Calvin finish. Let Calvin finish.
Another thing is, that same teacher also told me that history, if it's not written, it's gonna be redone. Like, it's gonna happen again. So like, if you don't write it down, it's bound to happen because you don't have records of it.
Yeah, that makes
yes.
tons of sense.
Everything in life is redone. The winners, not only the winners, but it's whoever writes it first. Because you could lose, but if you put it out there 1st it's like in today, me and you beefing, and I say you stole my shit first. Guess what? I'm the winner, because even if you did come up with it first, they're gonna believe me, because usually the first person to run their fucking mouth like a cocksucker, they always believe. You always hear whoever gets it out first. Just like DK, Christopher Columbus discovered. Nigga, it wasn't lost. The Vikings done been here. Indians was here. What the fuck did he
They were already
discover?
living here.
Like, niggas was here.
You
All he
discovered
wanted-
what?
All he wanted to
This is
do.
people already living in this motherfucker?
All he wanted to do was to prove that the world was round.
The nigga didn't even prove it.
That was
He
his
went from
only
point A to
assignment.
there.
And still ended up
I guess-
winning.
I guess it's more so that he found new land for his
People.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
he
what
said,
he-
I discovered America.
He set off the sail
Right.
He
to
did,
prove
bitch.
that the world was round.
He
And
didn't
he
even do
said,
it.
you're gonna let me take this ship. Every land that I find will be for you,
Right.
for our country.
Right.
If
Exactly.
there's no
it
one
was
living
in
there
laws, though.
already.
Right.
Right.
Nah, they didn't care
But he
about
found
that.
that he
Nah.
They not.
proclaimed
They,
it.
Let's kill them all.
they said,
Let's kill them all.
said, you got feathers in your head? Yeah, you're a dumb fuck. We'll
Let's
take
kill
your
them
land.
all.
Niggas
Niggas
is
in
wild.
America.
They didn't give a fuck about people living there. They just do what they do.
We celebrate Thanksgiving like it was actually a fucking good thing when it was actually the fucking just the triumph
Massacres.
of the white people killing all the Indians, or the Europeans killing the Indians.
They don't want to talk about that.
It was like, and we sit here and celebrate by eating a turkey and say what we're thankful for.
I tell my
It's
kids.
so fucked
I
up.
tell my kids
Yo,
the reason
Yo, I
for
never thought
Thanksgiving
about it
isn't
like that. Yo,
real.
that is fucked
It's
up.
so fucked
I
up.
tell my
It's
kids
so
the reason
fucked up.
that they tell you for Thanksgiving isn't real.
I'm not gonna lie though.
Exactly. Columbus was trying to go to India and he hit fucking us and he acted like it was his. He got lost. That nigga's a piece of shit. The nigga couldn't even sail properly.
Yeah.
Fucking
Piece of
idiot.
shit.
He's
Cocksucker today. He roasting your bitch ass.
Poppy no
Hey,
shot.
that's
Poppy no shot. He ain't have a
This
shot.
man had a compass, GPS, and he still got lost. Yo, roast him, roast him.
Nah, knowing North and South having ass
Yeah,
nigga.
motherfucker.
Dumbass bull.
Sleep with the business, bitch.
It's simple. Follow the North, you dick fart.
Nah, yeah.
Lamont would text me at 7 in the morning. You trying to leave after homeroom? Me bet we out. That is
Nah.
such a bullshit.
Going back to, if mom had that app, if the ABE had that app, bro, I'd be toast.
But ABE don't care, bro.
That's what I'm saying though. Like I'd be toast. So I'll be always in trouble.
No, it's not
I
all.
love-
But
I
it's
love
not
that,
all
though.
ABE because again, it's
It's what
you have schools like
Demographic.
you have schools like Parkland that are good.
Right.
Parkland is like the best in the
You have schools, you
Everywhere.
have Catholic schools. So it's not like
Yeah, if you go to Central Catholic, you're getting a great education.
Oh my God.
right.
Yeah.
So it's
And
all
that's
about
in the hood.
right.
Yeah.
It's, so
And
it's
still,
all about
but
location
they're so fucking.
and like like what
You
Pop
have
said,
to ask, though,
demographics.
for that.
You know what I mean? Like
We looked into it already. Money out the ass.
yeah, it is. It's rent
Parkland,
payment.
you're in Parkland School District right
No.
No, Whitehall.
No, Whitehall.
Mm-hmm.
Which Wales still better than fucking
Allentown,
ASD.
yeah,
Hard, like hands
Kevin,
down.
Kevin said, I learned how to trade phones in school.
It's a good trade. You learned how to train phones.
Trade.
Phone. You guys actually traded phones in school? I took them.
I didn't do nothing. I was a
You mean
fucking
like the
man of the
You mean
Lord.
like the actual Nokias?
I don't know what he's
Where
talking
we
about.
just switched SIM cards and like.
Listen, I went to school.
No, like
I went to school and went to
Trade
class, and that
phones?
was it.
yeah, I guess.
We went from a green screen
I'm
Nokia to a
pretty
Razor.
fine.
Mama would have
$30.
beat my ass if I changed my phone with somebody.
Nah, see, but listen. When we were alive,
Nigga, I'm alive now. Pussy,
No,
what you
when
mean?
When you guys came out.
when cell phones came out, we witnessed all of it.
Yeah.
We witnessed the first cell phone to now.
Them shits was updating every 3 weeks.
You know what I'm saying? Them shits had antennas like this.
Let me call
The
you
fucking
three-way.
pull
Hold
down.
up.
Them shits were like this.
Yo,
Nah, first you had the
Gabby,
paper. First
the BlackBerry like this.
Yo, for us, it was different.
Right.
Yo, the Nokias were like bricks, and they were indestructible. Remember the Nokias?
Yep.
The Snake game? Yo, they're indestructible.
Oh, I love them.
Nokias were.
And the battery lasts like 3 weeks.
Yo, you never charge your phone. That
Nah.
shit be on forever.
I charged it for no reason. 'Cause that
Yo,
shit is
bro.
dude.
Facts.
The Nokias with the official texting, like the button pressing, the bounce. You know how you press it and that shit like bounce, like it was like real squishy. The Nokias, hands down, when they first came out, was probably like the top notch or one of the best.
They're still one of the best phones.
I mean, you mean
They
like the
are.
old schools?
Yeah, nigga. The battery
They
lasts
had-
you 3 months.
They had a lot of good different phones.
Yo,
Nigga, you can use that shit as a weapon, nigga. Show me.
Yo, I used to love
Yeah.
my Nokia, bro. My shit was see-through.
You really do.
My shit was
like that,
see-through
bro.
with like
Facts.
fucking
That
like
shit heavy.
nice, crazy looking like lights. Yo, my shit was official.
Listen,
My shit was like a see-through, like you could see all the inside. Yo, I used to love the Nokia. Yo, I used to love the Nokias.
Them shits was so easy to text with.
Yeah, the
You didn't even have to look at it. You didn't have to look at it because you could just follow the number 5 because it always had the button with the braille on it.
Yeah, they had bro.
You could just be like.
My son had to press
no.
He had to press the one.
You would write there a whole text message paragraph
Looking
and then
up.
look at your phone afterwards to see if you wrote it right and be like, damn,
Bet.
I fucked up one time. One time I fucked up.
They know what I
And
mean.
you used to that shit.
Nigga had to press the one like 3 times to get to see.
Yo, we grew up to that. When we were younger, beepers were still popping. Beep, 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 beep. I gotta go make a call.
That's tough.
Cell phones weren't even if you had a cell phone, you were top notch, motherfucker. You pulled out your brick. Hello? People saw this big ass brick, but you were the man.
Yeah.
You were the man because you weren't going like this. Or you did go like this. Or I gotta make a call. And then you made the call.
Well, I did long ass
But at those times, you were the
shit.
top notch like, oh shit, he got the beeper and the brick cell phone. And as time went on, them shits ended up fucking just like this. It became the flip. It became real thin. The razor, all this, the sidekicks was like
Sidekick was crazy.
the moment sidekick came out, it was like, what the fuck? Oh my god, I gotta have it. And you had this big ass thing like this. Sidekick was fucking huge, bro.
It was the best one.
But everyone loved it.
That was like a keyboard.
Then it came out the Sidekick 2, which it was even better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Times were so much different compared to, technology done just fucking transformed so much to where it is now. You're crazy to when we were younger.
Just think about it, bro. We're sitting here talking to people all the way across the world, like talk in Australia, bro, Aussie.
Mm-hmm.
That's
We were
crazy.
seeing this in movies when it wasn't even around yet.
Right.
Put it that way.
Yeah.
We were seeing motherfucking movies like, yo, imagine being on a flip over screen and being on talking to
But I
someone.
remember,
That's crazy. And then now we're just doing it on
Saved
phone
by
like
the
it's
Bell,
nothing.
And he had like the big ass phone. Like,
Yeah.
We'll say by the bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was times were just
It was crazy.
Different.
yeah, way different.
Evolution is crazy.
Yeah,
That's
Way
That's a
different.
fact.
way different.
But then that gets you thinking, like, that was you back then, but you now think about the future, like 100 years from now, or like 30 years from now.
I look at it this way, bro, and it might sound like real, like, oh, you're real conspiracy, whatever. Whatever you see in movies,
It's bound to
the
happen.
technology you see in movies,
They
you're
already
gonna see
have.
it 10 years down the line, bro.
They have it, yeah.
They already have it. They're
Yeah.
just introducing it to you in movies. So then when you do finally see it,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I remember this movie had it. It's not a big deal for you now.
You know,
But if they just introduce it to you like, boom, hold that, your mind is blown. Your mind is blown. Like, holy sh! How'd they come up with this? There's really aliens? No. But if they keep introducing it to you, if the lie is big enough and they keep telling you, you're gonna fucking believe it.
Stimulation.
Exactly. It's fucking mind control. If they tell you enough times and you see it enough times, you're gonna fucking believe it. It's gonna happen. It's fucking mind control. I'm telling you. You can say conspiracy all you want. That's what the media does to you. That's what the world does to you. That's what they want you to believe. So if they tell you enough times, that's what it is. The history tells us Jesus is white. Well, if it's really we know motherfucking Egyptian ain't white. You know what I'm saying? We just know his ass ain't white. He don't got no blonde hair and blue eyes. Fuck him. We just know.
lying.
But if they tell you the lie enough, you're going to see all these people hanging up a white Jesus on their wall and praying to a white Jesus. Because that's what they believe. Because they've been told that lie so much that it's so big and they believe it. This is that. And that's the way the world works. With whatever. You know what I'm saying? With anything. With anything. With the whole cover up on the Jeff Epstein, Jay-Z. If they tell you enough, if they want you to make you forget, it's going to happen. That's the way the world works. You know what I'm saying?
They install their truth in you.
Whether through be media, TV,
Or the COVID vaccine.
or the COVID vaccine. Exactly. You are absolutely right. That's also another thing to have you in some type of fear, to have you saying, hey, I'm going to die if I don't get this. that's also some type of shit they want to install in your brain.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, that's facts.
Bro, listen.
The media runs the world.
Yeah, not exactly.
It
Exactly.
does. It really does.
And listen. And it comes down to a lot of things. We bought we got our daughters for Christmas, like all this LOL stuff. The Barbie house, all this stuff. The other day, I'm cleaning up the fucking mess in the room. The toys are everywhere. LOL has like a bunch of small pieces. I'm
I'm
cleaning
sure
up,
that. Yeah, I'm sure.
putting
you're
in their
doing
I'm
this.
putting in a toy bin, and I pull up this fucking LOL doll, and they stripped all the clothes off, and I'm like,
Has a penis.
bro, no, I didn't have a penis.
Some of them do.
What?
Oh,
Women dolls? With
They're
the,
not women. They're transgender. What do you
Are
want
you
me to
no,
say?
no, 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 no.
I seen it online.
What?
I seen it online. Dead ass. That the
We
lady
gotta go
showed
inspect all their dolls down.
He said we got inspect.
We're gonna inspect all the toys down.
That's what I thought you were gonna
We're
say.
never gonna buy
What is
anything
it? It
LOL
shows- it
unless
shows
we
their-
know it for
It
sure.
shows their private parts.
Yeah, some of
It
them show
does.
their privates. Yeah.
This does, but the point I'm making is when I put it out, I'm like, bro, why are they making all these LOL dolls thick as fuck? Big
This is
titties,
a bad-
fat ass, thin waist. I'm like, why are they doing this?
no.
Colorful hair, all crazy.
You
Dump
see-
truck, LOL toss.
Listen,
Yes.
You gotta
Yes.
see them.
And the
You gotta see
and the only assumption I could come up with was that's what they want to paint in their brain.
Brainwashing these little girls.
If they want to paint these little girls, if you don't have big titties, you don't have a pretty face or colorful hair of a fat ass, you're nobody. You're not gonna stand out. You're not gonna be attracted to the. And I was like, yo, listen, like at that point, I was like, I'm already like, and I didn't tell her, but in my head, I'm like, these toys gotta go. Like, they got to go. Like, garbage. I don't care how much they gotta go. I don't care how much money we spend. They gotta go. But that's just the world that we're living in today. Yo, social media, the media period is just brainwash. And me and her got into like a little argument over this. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, the difference between you, we're 7 years apart. We're like all in the same time era. You know what I'm saying? She's not. She's in the new generation with Kelvin. And Kelvin's even worse. You know what I'm saying? She's in the new generation with Kelvin.
That's fucked up.
Kelvin's like,
So
what I
she
did.
was already, by the age of like 6, 7, she probably already had a fucking cell phone.
I was 10.
Yo, I didn't have, she
I
was
was
10.
10.
Okay, she was 10. I didn't have a cell phone until I was like fucking 16,
Okay.
17 years old.
Okay,
You
my
know what I'm
parents
saying?
both worked in.
We didn't have access to Instagram, Facebook, MySpace. Our shit was text messaging.
Yeah.
And if you text message too much, you get punished because you overspent in your plan, motherfucker.
Nah, hold up. Because she used to get punished for over texting. Still.
Nah, but listen, bro,
My mom
that was like the end of
smacked
it. That was like the
shit
end of
out
it.
me. She
Ah,
got a
but
phone.
in her era, she had the internet
Right.
access already. Internet was, but we still had dial-up.
Yeah,
All that we still had all that bullshit. You guys didn't have that.
Yeah. But
You guys click, 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 and internet popped up.
Yeah, but that's
I
just
guess-
times changing.
Yeah, that's the evolution
I saw
of-
the dial-up, the AOL thing.
Yeah,
So
so
the
that-
point
that's
I'm
the thing.
making
But
is
barely. I
You
barely saw
can't-
that
you
shit.
can't get like it's the world is changing. It's either
Exactly.
you change with. It's like you got to change with the world or get left behind in a sense. That's why it's like a never-ending battle for parents who grew up a certain like
it's just the way you
the
gotta
older
change.
generation because no matter what you do, there's so much accessibility for these kids behind your back to do whatever.
Yeah, that's what
It's
you.
we're
That's
just
what I
so
was saying.
it's so hard and it's so mentally draining because you could be the best parent in the world and these kids could just go to school and go on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
They could use their friend's phone
Easily
behind your back.
influenced.
It's anything can happen now. It's just just like if there's so many good things that happen, so many bad things.
They're easily influenced as well.
And that's what social media does to you nowadays. It starts with the Barbie dolls. Then they start seeing all these videos, and they're seeing all these girls twerking all the time, and I want to be like them. Instagram models, they do all their makeup all crazy. Some of these. Sometimes Shorty show me a video, and this girl would just, bro, like you look at this girl,
And she looks.
and you're like, what the fuck, right? And then they'll show the aftermath makeup transformation, and you're like, there's no way that's the same girl. There's no fucking way that's the same girl. And yo, then they'll sit there and take the fucking and brush all that shit off, and it's the same girl. You're like you're just
Mind blown.
and that's the shit they're showing to these people, to these little girls. And like you said, it's so accessible nowadays behind our backs. We don't even know what they're watching, what they're seeing. None of that shit. It's so
Call me after 9 is free.
it's so hard to do any
was
of that. You know what I'm saying?
You always say that.
You know about that, bro? When I was like, it was obviously was.
Yo, Virgin Mobile, 9 p.m. Hell yeah.
Obviously, it wasn't that long ago, but when I was in school, like in elementary school, like you didn't really see like girls with makeup and shit. Dude, now, bro, girls in elementary school, bro, like full face makeup, eyebrows done, all that shit. That's
For what? You're in
but that's-
fucking
That's
elementary
the
school.
parents.
But
That's
again,
the parents
but
too.
again,
No, that's not the parents.
that again,
Why would you allow that as a
again,
parent?
again, it's
Listen to yourself.
dude. And then
Hold
you
on,
have-
Why would-
I'll finish.
it's both. It's the kids and it's the parents, because a lot of these parents, they don't know how to take on the times change. Like, no offense, I was a young dad. I had my daughter at 16, 17. So I'm still hip to the, like, I know what these young niggas is doing, like what these teenagers is doing. They suck at it. They like nothing compared to us. Just like our parents would tell us, like, oh, I done did what you did. The difference is they're growing up in the era where they think they're smarter than us. These kids are dumber than us, and all disrespectfully, they're dumb. They have no skills, no nothing, and they'll try to manipulate us into thinking shit. So it's like a lot of parents who are older than me. I know people that are like 40 with a 10-year-old. My nigga, they're not gonna know how to parent a 10-year-old. So you're gonna. Nowadays, you can't even hit your kid. So a lot of parents, first off, you just can't leave a mark after 3 days. But a lot of parents don't know that. So what they do is they let their kid do whatever to make them happy, because you're in a world now where the media wants the children to run shit. So now a lot of people are scared. That's the problem. You can't be scared. You got to raise your kid how you feel fit. Period. But a parent is the one buying the makeup. A parent is the one letting their kids leave the house like that. I remember, how old was Leilani when y'all let her, she was like practicing makeup. Nigga, I had a whole meltdown. I'm like, yo, y'all don't understand. It's like letting a child put makeup on, in their head, they feel empowered like an adult now, because makeup is really for adults. So when you let a child do that, the empowerment is stuck in their head like, oh, I'm an adult now, I could talk to you however. All right. Yeah,
Talking to the actions, the way
and
they
that's what
maneuver.
happens. But it's hard. What I'm saying is, it's hard for older people. Like, if my mom was first of all, my mom couldn't keep tabs on me, and she's only 18 years older than me. Imagine if she would have been 30 and had me. Like, she would have been 40 when I was like 10 or 12. My nigga, I'm out here. I'm really ripping and running. Like, what? What are you gonna do? Bitch, you old as fuck already. You ain't gonna chase me. You don't have the energy. A lot of these parents are tired. Nigga, we done went through so much shit growing up compared to, like, no offense, they go through shit, but the shit we went through was like real traumatic, super traumatic. Like, oh, we don't know if we're gonna eat. We don't know this. We don't know that. So niggas is tired, bro. You know, like, just the other day, nigga, I had to just stay in my room all day. Like, nigga, I'm just tired. Life kicking my ass for no reason. Nothing happened. Having a good day. Tired. I gotta leave my door cracked. Yo, y'all niggas need me. Come to the room, dog. I hear him arguing, hey! Don't make me get the belt. You know what I mean? Like,
But you're too tired to get up?
yeah, I'm too but the belt's close. So if I get up, it's going down.
How far are they in age?
I got it. 13, about to be 14. I got a 9 and I got a 6. But the 6-year-old is the thug.
She's a boss.
Nigga, the other day we're in the car. I don't know what the
You said
9-year-old
14, 9, and 6?
Well, yeah, she about to be 14.
And are they all three here?
Yeah. But Leilani's
Which
turning
ones
21.
argue with each other?
They all argue with
Rosie
each other.
argue with whoever. What
No,
don't
they
you?
all-
She don't
Yeah,
care.
Nah, they're
Nigga, we're in the
That's someone
car.
who look just like you.
We're in the car, right? And on my
That's a
peripherals,
long
I'm
way.
sitting there.
Right?
I'm sitting there. I'm on my phone and shit. And all I see is her do this to the 9-year-old. And I'm like, yo, get your hands off my kid, my nigga, if I fuck you up. Like, why is you gripping her up? Like,
The other kid?
what in your head? Oh, I told her to stop. So you put your hands on her? So I'm going to put my hands on you. You want that? No. So So I grip her up.
That's how I be talking to
Rose
Nova.
is the greatest story.
That's how-
Rose is a grace.
That's how I talk to Nova,
I had to shake her coat. Like, that's what you want? Don't fucking put that face now. You had that face when you gripped up my kid. But they all like Leilani be arguing with a 14-year-old. She's 21. Dumb as shit. I'll be like, why you arguing? Are you a kid, my nigga?
No,
Like, what's wrong with you?
They don't even argue with Rose.
But Rosie's different though.
Yeah.
She's different. She don't give a fuck.
Okay.
No, Josh. Like yesterday, Josh says, "Oh, tell the girls good morning and Merry Winter." Rosie goes, "Merry Winter? He's crazy. He's loco. What is he talking about?" So I text him that, and he's like, "Yo, Rosie's funny, but if you hear her, you know she's like."
She's very logical.
Mm-hmm.
She's
smart.
She knows how to
Kids
put
are too
two and two
smart.
Like the
together.
one day, me and El were on the game, and I told him, I was like, "Yo, that Rosie?" So yeah, I said, "Yo, tell her to keep it down. I can't see." And he tells her, she goes, "Why does Uncle Peach just say that?"
Right.
I'm like
I
she
don't
completely understood what I was saying. Like
Sure.
she knows it,
Yeah.
and if she doesn't, she'll process it and figure it out.
She's a
Like she's
logical
like
thinker.
Uncle Peaches. He just said keep quiet because he can't see. That makes no sense.
And then
Like-
the teacher then basically told us, she like my dad calls her the ringleader, and her teacher told us like, yeah, like the kids listen to Rosie and shit. I'm like, here we go.
Gang
Starting
shit.
already.
I'm like, oh god.
There we go. Gang shit.
Oh my god.
Hey, yo.
Nah, because Rosie would be the one to get me in trouble with the school. So yeah, I'd be mad nervous. I'd be like,
How about how
Don't
she
anything-
answered? How she answered when she said that she has her friend, her best friend in school is a boy, and the mom was like, "You're not allowed to talk to boys. You're not allowed to like boys. They're not.
they
Your
can't. That's
friend.
not your friend. I'm your friend.
And she goes, "Well, you go tell that to my teacher."
And I said, I will tell that bitch that. You
Fuck outta here.
Or not, or
you
when,
tell that to my teacher.
Or when-
My mom told me to tell you.
or where the one kid,
teaching ass bitch.
or we were talking, and I'm like, oh, so what if someone's mean to you? What do you do? She said, I'm gonna ask them if they want this.
Yeah.
I said, what's that? A knuckle sandwich, Dad? Like you say. I'm like, yo, you can't tell people that, my nigga.
I was like,
Like I tell you that don't mean.
That's the
She's
way
like,
to-
why not? Why not? If they're not listening.
He said, I tell you that.
Can I get a
like,
pencil?
You can't
No.
go around telling people.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I need my girls to toughen up, right?
Yeah.
And I told them, like, because they'll be around other kids and they'll just let other kids hit them. I'm like, bro, if you don't hit them back, like this, you put your fingers, you fist like this, and you hit them back as hard as you can, wherever you hit them.
No.
Yo, I
We learned.
can't.
Rose?
I can't.
She's gonna get her dad.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, but no, Lila,
Ugh.
like Lila and our niece, like Lila is like that. Lila's like scary, dangerous. Like I'm talking about like a bad trait that I have. Like I get angry if I don't want to hurt no one, I'll hit myself. Right? She does that. And the one time she told the 13-year-old, she's like, "Why are you hitting yourself?" I don't want to hurt you. This is exactly what she told. I don't want to hurt you. So one time, she's playing with her cousin, and her cousin hits her. First off, Lila told her, "Don't touch me." Then she hit her. Lila punched her square in the chest, and then told her, "I told you not to touch me. My dad said I could hit you." Socked her, and
End
her
of
mom.
story.
And her mom was like, because they were all both at their grandmother's,
Yeah,
and they're at Tata's house, and Tata, and she's like,
fighting,
I'm like, yo, why
you
you
know what I
ain't-
mean? Like,
she was like, "Oh yeah, Lily
and
cried
my
for like
mom
an
won't tell
hour."
me.
She's like, "But Lila wasn't wrong, so." I'm like, "But you're not gonna say she just like punched the shit out of her cousin?" She's like, "Nah, she deserved it." I'm like, "Oh,
What's right is right. What's wrong
yeah."
is wrong.
But when you're
If
at
she deserved it, she
9
deserved
years
it.
old
That's it.
and you know that, and that's why I tell them, like, even on school, I'm like, I do teach them, and I know if they get in trouble, like I tell them, don't worry, I'll eat that. But
Yeah.
if someone's messing with you and you give them a warning, that's all you owe anybody is one warning. You don't even owe them that. I said, 'cause in my area, it'll just be like, so what we doing? You know, what we doing? I said, but you always tell them, just please leave me alone. I'm like, if you gotta hit somebody, hit them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what if the teacher? I'll talk to the teacher. Oh, what about their parents? I'll talk to their parents. Like, I don't really care. Like, I front line at this school. I'll be the
Straight like that.
That's true.
If they don't get the message at first, the only way they're gonna go is up.
Yeah.
At that
Oh my
point.
God.
I mean, when it's family, it's different. I mean, obviously they're gonna handle how they gotta handle it. Sometimes they're young, they don't know any better.
Yeah.
But that just comes with the discussion right after. Like, I ain't gonna do this every time.
Yeah,
You got
every
cousins,
time.
like,
Exactly.
Mom
y'all
told
can
us-
smack each other now when it's 7, 8, 9 years old, but y'all better be smacking people for one another by the time y'all 16, 17, and 18. Like,
Mom always told us, she was like, yo, you take care of the kid, I'll take care of everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Straight like
Mhm.
that.
Exactly. Don't look for problems, but problems look for you.
Yeah.
You
Define
do it, you
yourself.
handle them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Straight like that.
Right.
All right, we're gonna end it here for today. This was a great episode. Kelvin, thank you for coming by.
appreciate it,
Thank you
Cal.
for
Yeah,
inviting me.
definitely.
Yeah, nah, we got.
Yeah, look into them mics, dog.
Come on, dudes about it, dog.
Facts. Facts.
He said that more than facts.
Facts. All right, everybody. Nothing but love. Over and out.